Oh no, I also began recording.
Hooray for recording.
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
Oh, I muted my own listening out about and I was thinking, okay, I pressed start, and suddenly, oh, that's because I didn't press start, I pressed mute. 3, 2, 1.
Are
There
you
you go.
actually recording now?
I should be.
That's pretty cool.
So, Jasper,
Hey,
you are receiving a call.
I get out my phone.
Alright, your phone is now in your hand.
Oh man. I answer it before they hang up.
I don't know. Can you give me an agility roll?
Sure.
Hello, is this Jasper?
Yes, this is Jasper.
Oh, nice, 3 successes.
Open that phone. Heck yeah.
Yeah, no, don't restart my computer.
That's some heavy-duty phone picking up.
I take no responsibility.
Welcome to Shadowrun, dear players.
We should probably inform everyone listening that we have no raocow, no abustoy, and no peregrine.
So today
Unfortunately.
we're going to have a beach filler episode, and Jasper is in a bikini.
Alright, that's canon.
With his usual armor, of course.
Huh.
I represent Macrolutions. We're looking for your unique talents.
I'm listening.
I want you to meet me at this address and bring some backup.
Alright. So, what's the backup for?
You'll see.
Alright. Well, that doesn't have much to work with right now, but
And so, Jasper thought for a while.
no, I said what I said.
You're probably at your own flat or something, right?
Either that or driving around. So Jasper would take down the note on the location given, and I mean, if the other side isn't going to say anything more, then
Yeah, click.
what's the backup for? So just going to gather up who we can find, which is Logan and Sawyer. It looks like, because that's all we have here right now.
Yeah,
Can we call?
Kujiri is busy meeting her grandparents. And
Yes.
Peregrine and Bustoy are preparing for the race.
Oh yeah, I guess that does kind of work out. Both of our racers are out of commission at the moment. So Jasper's gonna drive on over to, I guess, what would be Logan's new HQ on Earth in Mute City. Is that how you guys figured that out?
Yeah. Yep.
And we get to see the new Pytac.
Hey, Jasper! I can run Doom on this thing!
What'd you
Running
say?
Doom across 6 people's eyes.
So yeah, Jasper shows up at the new HQ and says, "Hey, I got a mission, and we need some backup. Apparently, I need some backup. I have
What?
no idea."
Half of us are busy.
I'm in. I
Logan,
just
you
show
have
up out
a
of
gun,
nowhere.
right? Logan has a gun, right? I mean, he shot a gun all over the place when I was pulling
I got a
donuts
gun,
back
yeah.
then. Yeah.
Well, might as well just see what it is. We can still decline if it's too big for us, right?
Sure. I mean, they gave me an address. They said bring some backup. I mean, I have no idea what we're getting into here, but so long as they don't shoot out our tires, I think we can still get away. Yeah.
Who are these people? What do they want?
Absolutely no idea. I just have the location and I guess the number they called me on.
You sure they're not just trying to get us killed somehow?
Logan, you want to do a trace on my phone?
Out of character, they also told you it's macro technology, but yeah, sure.
Or yeah, I forgot that. Macrolutions. What was it?
So that's just a matrix search, right?
Do you have any relevant knowledge skills?
Do I? It's a good question. Probably. I should open up somewhere.
Are they like Underworld? Because I have Underworld.
Nah, it's an
Like
F-Zero
anybody would
commission.
know as much as like Macrolutions is one of the committee members.
The
or-
closest I can think of is just my F-Zero knowledge. Maybe one of the Matrix knowledges, but other than that, not. Bars and clubs, codes, cybertech, DIY,
You could do, like-
data havens, blah, blah,
You could
blah.
do F-Zero like -4.
Mechanics, nah. They're probably no musicians either. So yeah, just that then. I know nothing, and I probably get some wrong.
You
yeah,
know
critical glitch.
super nothing.
I know wrong information probably.
See, Macrolutions.
Are
I know
those-
just from the notes I've taken, I know they're in construction and energy, so in big on infrastructure, I guess. But
Yeah, you're actually pretty sure that their whole thing is building kaiju.
yeah, with like, with like energy breath and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
They're a genetics company.
I tell Jasper that.
genetics, huh?
Yeah, so they like build big thing there's the what do you call them, big monsters that breathe lightning and shit, you know, probably also used for special effects in movies, I guess. I don't watch them much.
So some kind of theatrical defense system.
I wouldn't know defense, like I send those things out to the battlefield or something, you know, or big offense, but I'm not them, so
Well, you know what they say, a strong offense is a strong defense.
well, I might as well just check out the place they want to meet us at before we head out.
Yeah, can you take this address and do a map search on it?
Yeah. Let's see. So 11.
And you're looking for the meeting place?
Yeah, just information on it.
So this meeting place is a diner. It's somewhere. It's not on the bad side of town, but it's nearby there. And you are finding a number of reports that there was a murder there recently.
Alright, so just far away far away enough from the eyes of the law, quote unquote, that yeah, probably they figured that'd be pretty discreet then.
The murder is still under investigation, and the diner is closed.
Ah, alright then. I tell him that there's a murder investigation in the area. The suspect's probably not been found, and the location we're supposed to be going at is the place of the crime, so...
At the very least, if it's an active crime scene, it's probably not going to be an ambush for us.
Hey, it might be.
Hmm.
Anyway, keep your eyes open.
Yeah, always keep your eyes open. And
I was
hey,
planning to stay around the corner or something just to keep Matrix search, but Matrix eyes open. But if it's as abandoned as it's my information tells me, we could probably use an extra gun.
how's the PyTech system working, Logan?
I just told you, it works fantastic.
Good. So, we got a diner, a crime scene. I'm gonna need my robot dog for that.
Well, no, I was going to say that the crime scene probably has nothing to do with this, but we don't know that. So yeah, bring him along in the car at least.
Yeah, he'll fit. Just want to make sure we got our bases covered before we head out.
At least now we'll have 4 people with us instead of 3.
I guess Sawyer can stay hidden just so we have an extra element of surprise on our side.
Sure, I'll be in the area. I'll keep watch from the outskirts, but still with a nice eyes shot of you.
Yeah,
Are we
I'll
taking
just-
multiple vehicles then?
neither of us has the vehicle of their own.
I was thinking that you'd just drop me off a little bit out, and then
Just
I'd
around the
walk
corner
the
or
rest of the
something, yeah.
different distance.
Hmm. Well, so long as it's not too far away, because you know what happened last time.
Yeah. But there we didn't really have much of a choice.
Right. Right. With the whole bird thing.
Right now, I'm just waiting for the day when we end up with a group of just Logan, Sawyer, and Kojiri. Alright, everybody, get on the bike.
Oh dear. I was planning to get a cheap car of some sort, but I couldn't decide on which one. I did
Tie a
just-
rope to the back, get on a skateboard, just follow them that way.
Yeah.
Right then, so we're taking Jasper's car. We're going to have the Telestrian Seamus with us, everyone in the car. Do we need to bring anything? Does anyone need anything before we go?
I'm just going to bring my med kit just in case, but literally the only thing I have to bring along.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna bring my usual inventory and that's it. This time with an actual quiver.
Oh, hey, you got a quiver
boy.
this time. You're not holding all your arrows in your mouth anymore.
He's literally holding them like in his belt buckles.
Talking is a complex action.
So that's our departure plan, and once we get within proximity of the area, we'll let out Sawyer somewhat nearby. Like,
a bit of a search just to see if there's any
Yeah.
devices in the building itself.
yeah, we could actually park a block away. Sawyer could scope it out physically. You could do your grid thing on it. How's that sound?
Make sure you signal me at the first sign of trouble.
Do you have what is it? DNI?
No, I just need an image link or something. Or a transceiver of sorts.
Yeah, I've got image link in my glasses.
Okay, so we could send you a message that way, right, Logan?
Correct.
Sounds good. Okay. And Logan and I both have DNI, so we can send messages. Was it free action? So.
Yep.
And we all got bio monitors, right?
That's part of the PyTac.
Okay, good.
Can I rig up the biomonitors to send arrows to the image link? So even if both of us get like taken down immediately, Susara is warned anyway, just from the readings.
And one of the features of PyTac is just being able to have biomonitors up like as a HUD.
Alright, so he literally has our health bars on it in his eyes.
Cool.
And keep me abreast of everything else that's going on as well, just because there's only 3 of us here, so we should all be aware of what's happening.
I
Absolutely.
can send you a transcript of what's being said.
Is there any way you could just hook it up so that I can hear what's going on, or?
You have a transceiver.
Uh,
I mean,
No.
well, I could send it to your comlinks, but then you'd have to physically listen to it.
If you have any kind of sound link.
Like an earbud, right?
Yeah. With sound
I
link
can
on
just-
it.
I can just buy one of those quickly, right?
Yeah, I think they're standard.
It's literally a shop around the corner of the place where we're meeting.
It would be very difficult to find a thing that doesn't have sound link on it.
Okay. I think I've got a Renraku Sensei. I'm assuming that will have it.
Well, that's just a comm link.
My comlink
You need
apparently
an
has,
audio device.
Does your comlink have earbuds to it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I see earbuds. I'll just buy one of those.
Yeah, you only need a rating 1 with sound link.
Note to self, buy those for everybody. Disposable ones for Kajiri.
Sound link. There we go. Okay, yeah, I have them now.
Yeah, it's literally availability 0.
You can get them at any kiosk.
And it
Total
costs
of
like
75
a
new
whopping
yen.
100 new yen. With the sound link, it's 100 new yen, but
No,
it's still.
it
Oh.
counts that towards the price of the earbuds. It's 75
Oh, okay.
total.
All right.
Does a micro transceiver count as a earbud?
I think it does come with that.
Because I don't have earbuds, but I do have a micro transceiver. I think it was one of the things Logan told me to buy.
I think it comes with like 1 earbud. I'll know for sure in just a second. No,
Ain't-
an earbud
Oh, okay, cool.
and an adhesive subfocal microphone.
Excellent.
So with that, I guess I could talk back to you.
That's if you have a micro transceiver.
Oh yeah, right. I need.
Those only cost 100 new yen.
And those are availability 2.
Wow,
Instead of getting them literally at the checkout, you have to actually go into the store and to the technology section to find them.
Yeah, availability 0 is just you drive by and they throw it out the window at you.
Actually, I don't think I have a mic as such, so I probably
You should get
one of those.
one. You should get Swan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get.
You don't have a micro transceiver?
I've got like my cyber eyes work as optical stuff, and my deck with DNI counts as image and.
Oh yeah,
sound
you
link.
got DNI.
But I don't think that counts as it doesn't actually record any sound, right?
Well, you can send message.
Yeah. Anyway, once we've got all that done, I guess we arrive around the corner.
Yeah. So the plan from here is Sawyer kind of staking out the place while you do grid analysis.
Yeah, just gonna do a matrix perception, I suppose.
And I'll do regular perception.
I mean, we're around the corner, so I don't think you can actually see inside yet, right?
I'll look down the street.
Should jump into hot sim.
Alright, what would you like to know?
Are there any active devices inside the diner that we're supposed to enter?
You wouldn't need matrix perception to see them.
There any ones running silently?
There are no devices running silent. There is a camera in the diner.
How many of are there any cyberware or comlink or other? Yeah, cyberware or comlinks. Just
Yes, there is one comlink.
that's good enough. Last question, I suppose. What rating is comlink?
The comlink is rating 6.
Alright. I check out, tell Jasper that our contact is most likely in there alone. I've only spotted one high rating comlinks, which probably is them.
All right. Well, they requested backup, so do you want to come with me?
Yeah. As I said, won't be. It's better to be around just for the firepower, and
Right.
to show that we're actually, that we actually have, fire backup.
Right.
Yeah, if they can see that we have some sort of backup, they don't need to know about me, I don't think.
Well, you can make an appearance, come out of the shadows, and be like, "I'm also his backup."
Yeah, that would go against. Nah. It's better to keep him as the element of surprise.
So is that what Sawyer's going to do? Just stay hidden while Jasper and Logan?
Hidden as a
do the-
lookout and back up if things go awry, I'm guessing.
All right. Would Sawyer have noticed anything? Just doing, his casual look around?
I guess I can do a perception check. Four.
Well, there is a giant window making up the entire front face of the diner.
So stay out of view of that, I guess.
So are you going to look in there?
I want to look in, but I want to look in without being seen, if possible.
Alright, give me a sneak.
Five.
Alright. So inside you can see a very well dressed man. He is currently checking the time. Off to the side you can see a tarp on the floor.
Okay.
Covering something.
Is it conspicuously human shaped?
Yes. There are 2 bulges.
Okay. Seems like there's a guy in there with a couple of bodies. He seems to be checking the time, so I think he might be a bit impatient.
Yeah, we should probably go in then.
Couple of bodies. Could be a couple of sword people. Alright then. Yeah, let's go. Just keep your distance from the top.
Right. So, lock up the car, take the robot dog with us, Logan, Jasper, dog to the diner.
Right, you ring the bell as you come in. Ah, you're finally here. Sit.
Was that to us or to the dog? Yeah, nah. We do so.
Yeah.
There was a murder here 2 nights ago. Body was only discovered yesterday. The police attempted to investigate, but I want this handled by a professional. That's why I called you.
Alright, what do you know so far, other than what you've already said?
Well, you can see for yourself. Should you accept?
Alright,
Try-
what are you offering?
$15,000 each.
And he doesn't know about Sawyer, so that's only 30.
I mean, we can call him in after the meet's done. Like, since our job is like right in here.
Can I roll to negotiate for a higher payout?
You sure can.
Heck yeah. Let's see.
Well, I
where-
find stats for generic Johnson.
That's his name. Generic A. Johnson.
His first name Jen, second name Eric.
There we go.
Alright, you want me to do a negotiation roll, or do you have to go through the whole list of, like, does he have a romantic interest in me?
Oh yeah, we do have to do that, don't we? Important tables. Social modifiers. NPC is neutral. Character's desired result is annoying to NPC, -1.
Oh no! But hey, I got new muscles. That makes me more attractive, right?
You don't have a heavy bargaining chip.
I flex my
Could go with the angle that we are kind of busy and this would take.
And you don't lack background knowledge. Because you already knew what was discussed. So, in total, -1.
And that's the modifiers I apply to the negotiation roll?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Oh, plus street cred, minus street cred.
Can I give him my street cred?
So you can add... No. You can add your street
Aw.
cred.
Okay, so let me see. Where is that? I have a street cred of 2, so does that come out to +1 then?
Yes.
Okay.
He knows your reputation, you don't know his.
How does that look?
Oh. Alright. Oh, wait. I did my math wrong. He
Going back
says,
to math.
fumbling with a calculator.
In character.
Alright. 20,000. Each. Final offer.
Do you think he'll get really mad if we tell him we're actually 3 people?
We don't need to tell him. He can figure it out by himself when we
Deal.
call Sawyer in.
I say excitedly.
Alright, so that's 40,000 total.
This is where Sawyer makes his wonderful appearance. He's like, I too am their backup.
Yeah, I'm going to actually voice out with my mouse while I send him the message. Yo, Sawyer, remember that? Remember the murder case that that happened here? Time to investigate it.
All
Not
right.
part of the arrangement.
What?
Well, if you wanted more people to be involved, you should have said so before we agreed. Now then, if you'd like to examine the body.
Well, fine, we can split.
A deal's a deal. So let's do that body examination.
So one thing you'll notice immediately is that one of the bulges is notably smaller than the other one.
It's Peregrine and a boss boy.
Oh no. They're both they're both humanoid though, right?
So as he pulls off the tarp, you see a man who has been decapitated.
Ugh.
No
Roll
points for guessing what the
composure.
other bulge is.
Roll to not.
There
lose
are
your life.
large gashes in his chest.
Alright, while the robot does its thing, Sawyer and I'm gonna look around for clues, I guess, and then when the robot is done, I'm going to do an autopsy, I suppose.
And Mr. Johnson just leaves.
All right. I'd like to take some photographs with my dog and check those out. Assuming they need development time and everything.
Like, those photographs are only for magic auras, right? And I didn't think dead corpse.
I thought.
I mean, it could be worth it if it's like a very strong magic aura, but then if that's the case...
I thought it was like magic fueled, but it can do all kinds of DNA look up whatnot?
Yeah, that kind of stuff it can do on its own, but that doesn't need any photos.
Oh, well, I mean, my intention is to use the complete facilities of the drone to get all the information that I can from it.
I mean, you might as well, if it was a spirit or something.
But you would need somebody who can do ass sensing in order to actually look at it.
We'll send a picture of the Kojiri.
And she'll write about it in her downtime post.
It's fine, I'll just find Kojiri's stats, since they're right here. Whoa! Whoa!
4.
Kojiri has a lot of spells.
We gotta go drag raocow from his grandparents' house to make this one roll. Let him go back.
Call
Can
him
never
up
go
on-
back.
Call him up on his in real life phone. Could you roll these dice for me, please?
Grandson Cow, have you been practicing witchcraft again?
Alright, so what are you doing first?
Well, I'm going to check out the cameras and other security stuff. Might be that somebody saying got recorded. The off chance that it
Yeah,
did.
like last time where you did a Google search and won the game. That was amazing.
There is a camera. The camera doesn't appear to move, but it is on.
Is it pointed near this area where we are?
It's pointed at a bad angle, but it might have gotten something.
I'm going to jack into it and try to find whatever server it's recordings are being stored on. Those.
So I know Sawyer isn't officially in this, but what is Sawyer doing right now? Like, I know he's not getting paid specifically, but surely he can assist.
Well, you can also.
Yeah, I just assume we're going to be splitting it 3 ways, regardless of what Mr. Johnson said. So,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of why I wanted to get the pay up at least a little bit.
yeah. And I know it's a bad decision to stay outside, but I feel like it's more in character.
Yeah, you
Um,
can still work as lookout, but on the other hand, you've got perception.
Well,
Yeah,
for
totally.
perception,
You can look out. You can look for clues outside. So maybe there's something there, like somebody tossed some
Yeah.
evidence in a trash can or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
that's what I
like
was-
like a murder weapon tossed away or something like that.
Yeah, I was
Well-
thinking.
I need a matrix search for finding the archive file.
No risks, so I'm just gonna do it in Hudson again.
Alright, you managed to find it.
Alright, let me just. I guess Sawyer can do something while I'm trying to look for what programs are useful for this. There was something for finding data on host. Yeah, search, there we go.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll look around the outside of the building, both for clues and to keep a lookout at the same time.
I'd like to apply my perception skills to the body.
What actually is there on the outside of the building that looks like it might be worth investigating?
I don't know. Why don't you give me a perception roll?
Six.
You actually notice a subtle blood trail leading outside. and off into the distance.
Hey guys, I found a blood trail. I'm not sure if it's our perpetrator, but it's probably worth investigating either way. Either that or it's where this body came from, so...
Interesting.
Alright, if you want to investigate it, do so, but just make sure to keep us up to date, not that you get anything happens without us knowing.
Okie dokie. I'll start following the blood trail back to wherever it came from, but I want to try to stay hidden at least, because I'm
Good
alone
idea.
right now, so I don't want to get jumped on by someone.
Very good idea. Can I guess or make some kind of determination about what weapon was used to do this? Like, was it a clean cut? Was it kind of jagged?
Perception.
All right.
It looks like whatever was used to make these cuts was some kind of large blade that curved inward.
Something kind of like a katana, then, I suppose.
Dana, scimitar.
All right, I'll
It
relay that
curved
information.
inwards on the blade end.
Oh, kukri.
Oh, yeah. Like one of those kind of, what do you call it? It's sort of like an inward scimitar, is that right?
Kukri. Yeah, well,
Oh.
a bit but longer, so... I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that.
You can also tell that it took multiple tries before they actually got the head off.
Ah.
And
clean.
while you're looking there, you actually see two small holes in the neck.
Oh? Are we talking vampire?
A vampire would have a strong astral signature, not that any of us would know. Once I'm done with the host, I can do a bit more medicine checks or something to find out more, and then we can...
I can astrally perceive, by the way.
Yeah, but can you ascend?
Oh, no, I can't.
So Sawyer's stalking the blood trail. I'm checking out the wound. Logan's on the camera feed, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. How's the camera feed coming along?
Good question. So I'm gonna try to find data on the host, what's the search program for this, what's in, etc, etc.
You already found the archive.
Excellent. Well, I'm still gonna do a matrix perception check just to find out if it's encrypted or data bombed or whatever.
Alright, you got 6 questions.
Is the data encrypted?
It is. Rating 1.
Reading, yeah, well, not too hard. Is data bomb attached?
No.
Is there any other data that could give any info about who was in the diner on in the recent days? Like, you know, like not checks, but like,
They're not keeping any information on that within the description of this file.
alright, so that would probably be in a different, yeah. I'm gonna just spare the rest of the questions then. What's crack file? Hacking plus logic. So I'm gonna switch around my matrix stuff again.
You do need a mark.
That's true. In that case, I'm gonna hack on the fly. Just a regular one. Switch my programs around. We'll watch a hack on the fly. I've already got that one, so just these. Which gives me plus 2, 15 on 3. No, wait. See, hacking, 13 plus 2 for hot sim, plus 2 for for the program. $20, please. There we go.
You do not get the mark.
Seriously. I'm so bad. Wait, did I have my... I do not have...
Outhacked
do
by
have
a
my big
random
monitor.
abandoned diner.
Yeah, I do have my big monitor, so no problem. I'm gonna try again.
Overwatch score.
Not 40. There we go.
This diner. You do
Really?
get it.
Frustrating.
You do get it.
Yes, I know. It's silly.
I'm assuming you've looked at your Overwatch score.
Yes, I have. That's 8. So I'm just gonna... Can I decrypt it after I've copied it over?
No?
Dang it. I'm gonna switch my matrix.
I can only imagine what Lucan's doing right now because I don't understand any of it.
Neither does he.
Whatever he's doing, it's taking a while.
Yeah, I need to figure out, so it's just... Let's see, crack file, hacking plus logic again. This time, nothing special except for the...
And you already know what the rating is. There's no reason why I should be hiding like any of these rolls. Since you see what their hits are anyway.
See, now I'm rolling well. Great glitch. The host just gives me the data.
Alright, you did it. You removed the protection.
Finally, edit file. Intuition plus firewall? No, what's protecting it? Computer plus logic. Plus 2 for program. Oops, I forgot to apply the modifiers. Try that again. There we go.
The host is a bit camera shy, it seems.
Alright, I check out, I go get out of HotSim, and I reboot my device before I actually start looking up the data. And they ask the other guy, and I ask Jasper what he's found so far.
Well, it seems like this wasn't a clean hit. Looks like it was a hook grease type weapon, inward curving blade, and there's apparently 2 puncture marks on the lower side of the neck here.
Puncture marks.
Yeah. You might want to take a look at this when you're done over there. This body hasn't been moved, right, Fuse?
No. Not that you know of.
Interesting, because he said it was... what did I put down?
Who was killed 2 days
Murder-
ago, found yesterday,
yeah.
so I'm guessing it was like 2 days ago in the evening and then found in the morning.
Right, that's what I was thinking. Like, what was the time difference between that and... I guess maybe this diner isn't very frequented.
I mean, we can, yeah.
The diner was closed for the investigation.
Hmm.
And to clarify, it looked like there was 1 stab to the chest, and then 3 hacks at the neck, plus the 2 small puncture wounds.
Alright, I'll note that down.
What is it again to find information from the files, from the decrypted files? So I tried to find whatever video recordings would have been on that evening.
Oh man, it's a Bustoy. He drives up in his car and says, hello.
Probably be a matrix search.
I'm gonna do that then. Modifiers and shit.
Is your mic on, Play Madness?
He's not. Oh, Present's here.
Hello.
Or present day, I got that mixed up.
Hey. We're solving a murder.
I can kind of hear, like, you're lighting up, but I don't hear anything, like, if you're saying anything.
No, I'm just like trying to get some shit ready.
Okay, I can hear you now.
We think it was Mr. Green in the study with the candlestick, but we're not 100% sure yet.
That's basically what we're going with. Alright, I'm starting to think that we should probably wrap it up at the diner and maybe join up with Sawyer, because they're probably more interested in catching who did this, and that trail is probably going to go cold really fast, because we're already, like, what, a day out of time?
And did Logan want to do that autopsy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, autopsy. That would take some time, though. How long would that take, Logan?
I'm guessing half an hour.
Perhaps you could come
Honestly,
follow me, and Logan could work on the autopsy in the meantime, or...
sense.
Yeah, because if that blood trail leads anywhere, I figure it's going to be degrading pretty quickly. Like, they're most likely trying to get as far away as possible, and I mean, we already lost a day, so if there could be anything on that, maybe we can get something. You know, time is of the essence kind of thing is what I'm thinking.
And if we do need support, Logan's as good at that remotely as he is with us almost, so...
Yeah. That should be not so much of an issue. Yeah.
Are you okay with staying here doing the autopsy alone, Logan?
Yeah. And I guess after I'm done, I can leave the drone here to take that picture in case we need it. So once we get back, we can just pick it up and do whatever.
Yeah, and I'm figuring whoever did this probably isn't going to return to the scene, especially with police around and us, and there seems to be a lot of activity. That's what I'm assuming at this point.
Right, off you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna join up with Sawyer and see if we can track down anything.
I'm not really waiting around though, so if I've made any distance in that amount of
He's
time,
got 10 agility. He's gonna catch up.
Yeah, how
yeah.
fast are you, Sawyer?
I have about 7 agility. So
Plus, he's gonna go slow just because he has to follow the track. So
What's your walking and running speed, out of curiosity?
my walking speed is 14.
Okay, yeah, I have 20 walking speed, so
Yeah, I forgot you got like 4 agility last time.
yeah, I thought it was pretty important to get, and I think it will turn out to be quite useful in this.
I actually do have tracking, which is kind of handy.
nice.
So that's the new step in the plan. Logan looks like he's going to he's going to do the autopsy. Jasper's going to go join up with Sawyer and see if we can track down anything on this blood trail.
Right, I'd like you to give me a tracking roll to see how far you can actually follow this thing.
Four.
Alright, so you managed to follow this trail for quite some time. It looks like there are multiple points where they tried to mask the trail. But you keep finding something else to follow them by. Eventually, the trail leads you to an apartment building.
How long did this take?
Long enough for Logan to finish the autopsy.
Cool.
So what do I roll? Medicine.
Yes.
Good.
Wow.
Neat.
So, in your expert medical opinion, it looks like the victim was first stabbed in the chest with the aforementioned long inward bladed weapon. But that was not the cause of death. After that, it looks like the bite wound would have happened, and decapitation was posthumous.
Curious. So I'm gonna assume that. Can I identify what exactly the bite wounds were? If they were like actual cleaners or if they were perhaps done with a syringe?
It's a bit hard to tell since the two puncture wounds are separated by the decapitation. But you're able to put it back together, and it is definitely a bite.
Can I tell how long it's been? Like rigor mortis and stuff.
It would have happened about 2 nights ago.
Matches up with what we've got. Alright, I'm gonna.
You
relay
do
this
find
inf-
traces of saliva.
Alright, I relay this information to the other two. Suspect that it's either a vampire or some sort of blood drinking spirit or whatever supernatural critters are going around. I'm no specialist in this. And for once, I wish Kojiri was actually around.
I think I made the right decision in trying to catch up with Sawyer as soon as possible.
All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
message.
I'm gonna
I'll
set
message.
up the drone,
Sorry.
then I follow the other two.
Alright, Abustoy.
Hello.
You're taking a break from training when you notice a message that you missed earlier. Jasper's
Oh.
looking for backup on something.
Okay. Well, since I'm taking a break, I guess I'll go see what's up. I'm assuming he like left his location or stuff. So
Yeah,
I'll
we
just
got-
drive over.
We got the PyTech system now. We have like HP, HUD, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, for anybody with the where to actually be able to look at all that stuff at once.
So
Without eating like 15 penalties.
So somebody with image link and an attention coprocessor. This guy.
oh right, Logan's the only one that can use it, right?
I have image.
The only
link.
one who can use it efficiently.
But I mean, Abusto is not doing anything right now, so he doesn't care about penalties.
He can just look at the GPS location. He doesn't need all the little details.
Yeah, it's like a -2 for each additional thing that you're looking at.
And he really only needs Jasper's, right?
Yeah. He's the one who texted me.
And so you got like a little waypoint indicator in whatever your favorite style is. Giving you the best path to Jasper.
Neat. Yeah, so I'm just gonna drive over and see what the haps are.
And you show up at some apartment building.
Hey. Are they outside or inside?
Outside.
Hey.
Hey there, didn't expect you to
Hey.
show up.
Nice to see you. Good to have you around.
So, what's up? Said you needed, like, backup?
Yeah, so long story short, we got this call from Macrolutions, someone representing Macrolutions. There was a murder at a diner nearby, and we're trying to track down the suspect.
Gotcha.
We,
So we think he's in here then? I'm assuming that's why we're here?
Yeah, we tracked a trail
Sawyer,
of blood
yeah.
to this apartment building, and Logan should be here any second now. Then we can all go in.
out of character, do you mind if I just go BRB real quick?
How could you?
What are we gonna do without a face?
2 minutes.
The face should be the front line in every party.
I will do this as soon as I get back. Just have to use the restroom. BRB.
I'm assuming we want Logan to scope out the apartment building first anyway, so...
Probably, like, hack the front door so we don't have to...
That or check the footage to see if you can see anything.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Do
Actually, I
both
already
at the
rolled
same
for that.
time.
I mean, I can do that for an AR, I guess. I'm just gonna take -2 to the roll. Might as well.
Alright, you're able to find the correct timestamp. So you see the man, the victim. He's just kind of sitting there in the diner, alone, at night, eating a sandwich. When a man in a cloak enters the diner.
I sigh. Stereotypical.
And he is confronted by the victim when he pulls out a scythe. The victim backs up. The cloaked man turns to the camera. You can see that he is wearing a mask with a skull pattern on it. And he turns the camera in the way that you saw it before.
So we don't actually see. I don't actually see anybody getting stabbed, but that's good enough, I suppose.
As you wait a little longer, you do see him come back into frame. So you see him from the side as he takes the first swing. You then see a side view of him taking off the mask before pouncing off camera. After
I'm back.
several minutes of that, he puts the mask back on before leaving the diner.
I'm gonna try to find the best shot of his face, even if it's from the side, and send it to the others over image link. This is the guy we're looking for.
All right, I'll try and get as good a look as possible so that maybe I'll have a chance of recognizing him later if I see him.
So we
He's
got
been
an
wearing a
eye.
mask for most of the incident, only taking it off for, I'm guessing, the actual draining. He's also
Yeah.
wielding a scythe. I mean, if we... Sawyer, could you, like, check every single apartment without being noticed within, like, 5 minutes or something for the hidden scythe?
How many exits does the apartment building have, though? Because the guy we're looking for, could escape during that time. And we'd have to watch the exits, presuming that he's even in this building.
Remind me, were we told to apprehend the culprit or just to identify him?
We were not specifically told to apprehend, but maybe we can get a bonus if we do.
I suspect we're going to have to ask them about the bonus beforehand if we want a bonus, given their past behavior.
I'm gonna be like, hey, how about a bonus?
I mean, if we apprehend him, he would be able to get away, which would help us definitely. But otherwise, vampires always have these, these feats of ranks and stuff. I describe them like superhuman, literally. So I'm not sure if we can just cuff them or something.
Well, Jasper is super elven agility now.
And if we confront them and we don't restrict them or something, they're just gonna run away and find some place else to hide.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they think their cover's blown, they're just gonna run off somewhere, right?
I mean, how long do you think it'll take, what's their face to get here?
You mean-
They've got, they're looking for a AAA car, so I think if they want to, they can mobilize a task force pretty quickly. So what we could do is maybe stake out the place, figure out who lives in here, maybe take a full frontal picture if the person comes out, the suspect.
Okay. Is there any way I can...
I could maybe find some resident neighbors for the apartment house. That could be useful, maybe. Probably gonna be under a fake SIM, but
And did Logan have common sense?
yes.
You do have a saliva sample and a DNA analysis drone
Dude.
in the same room.
See, that's what I mean. I want
Yeah.
to use that robot for everything.
How long would that take?
I have no idea.
I mean, I was going to leave the boat standing in the room just to take that astral picture anyway, so...
You could probably just have it going while you were looking through the footage.
Yeah.
Also, maybe we could check the camera footage inside the apartment building, because if there's cameras around there, then well, I guess our
Good thinking.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I kind of do a stakeout while accessing the cameras. Try to lay low.
I mean, yeah, somebody also mentioned exits, so maybe...
Yeah. Because right now we don't know how many exits this place has, whether he's still here.
Can Sawyer climb up walls? I forget that.
I can, but I think that would be a little bit conspicuous right now. Like, we're in the middle, on the side of an apartment building. People are going to notice that.
I mean, if there's a back alley or something to the side of it.
I also just realized we have a Bustoy here. Isn't he like the most famous F-Zero racer ever? Can we... can we...
I mean,
Hey!
yes, race in months.
And he did literally show up in his car.
Yes, can we
Well,
put
it's
a
his
bag...
new car,
Can we put
so
a bag
less
over his head?
known.
Oh, okay.
It's me, a Bustoy, doing door-to-door autographs.
That's not my work!
The most arrogant thing.
That might work.
Yeah,
We
and
could
he
have a bus-
always carries with himself a little bag of racing, like may I show you some racing? He opens up this bag, and a car goes out of it and smashes the person, and the bastard goes into the house and steals their valuables. Sorry.
He just shows up at people's houses. He's like, hello, would you like my autograph?
Yes.
We're not doing an undercover investigation here.
Who are you? Well, I'm a Bustoy. I'm a perfect tracer. Here, please, want me to race in the vicinity of your house? And outside is like a car that is very, very loud.
Would you
I
like
also
to
do
sponsor?
birthday parties.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, disregard that one. Everything else about that one was great.
Okay, so I take it a Bustoy's new car isn't going to be a huge blow to our laying low idea.
What does
His
your
new
new
car is
car
probably-
look like?
I mean, I'm
We probably even haven't gotten to spray painting it in our team colors yet.
yeah.
Haven't even registered.
Wait, is
So
it
it's just a dull gray?
so? Is the bike thing for stats, or is it bike instead of car?
I think that's how
It's
it
for
was supposed to work.
stats.
Okay.
It's always been an F-Zero machine.
Okay. I mean, as long as I'm not like hanging out next to Logan doing something, I think that it doesn't really matter if I'm nearby. Like, I'll bring attention to myself, maybe, but I don't think that essentially or necessarily
shoot the
brings
vampire.
attention to you guys.
That's what you can do. You can hit the vampire with your car.
Yes, my new silver bumper. Or that's werewolf.
RAM plates are free and can be made out of anything. You literally could make a silver RAM plate and put it on your car.
Wow.
While this is happening, Jasper, do you mind if I park your car nearby so I can go limp inside.
Go for it.
I don't like going into VR out open on the street.
Go for it. Just hop in, take the drone in with you. Once you're done inside, lock the doors.
I just meant like remote control your car and bring it here.
Sure. Hey, that car has medium lifestyle amenities.
Oh, so it has like a snack dispenser inside.
Yes, it does.
Awesome.
No, that would be high.
Well, darn, my dream's ruined.
Well, it just
What if
dispenses.
they're terrible snacks, though?
So while that's going on, somebody is exiting the apartment building.
Everyone take cover.
Hey! No loitering! We're
What's
getting
this
some
person-
complaints.
Oh, jeez. What's this person look like?
Done with his life.
I don't think he's a good candidate for a vampire then.
Isn't that literally what a vampire is, though? Done with their life. Now they're on life.
What? No.
Alright. We're just trying to figure out where we're going next. We're kind of lost a bit.
Yeah,
Let's move
This
on.
guy looks like he would probably stab you for 20 bucks and a plane ticket out of here.
Oh,
Sure.
that is a quotable part.
sure. He looks like
Everybody-
it, but could he? Okay, let's not. No, let's just move on.
I mean, we don't really need to be
No, we
directly at the building, anyways.
No, we need to be around it, watching the exits.
Now, that's what I
Right.
thought.
Keep on walking.
Have a nice day.
He flips you off as he walks back into the apartment building.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to be a bit more discreet.
Yeah, Abustoy should probably park his car maybe a block away or something like that. Maybe, I mean, Sawyer and I are on foot, so we can take advantage of urban
Right.
surroundings a little more.
I'm assuming that there's like a fire exit. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
think
Yeah,
of
there is a fire exit.
how many exits an apartment building could have.
But there's probably like a front, a back, maybe one or two fire exits.
I guess we
Right.
should scout out this particular apartment building to make sure of exactly how many exits it has.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. And if possible, I'd like to do a sneaking roll myself, so I can keep low.
Yeah, I want to do the same thing. I was thinking do a walk around of the building while in cover and see how many exits there are.
Alright. Give me
Uh,
sneaking. Alright, so you're walking around.
Seven.
Pretty good.
So there is the front entrance, there is a back exit, and there is a fire escape in the back corner.
Okay.
3. That's a pretty nice number for us because we can watch them all and investigate the building at the same time.
Yeah, we could have this locked down.
Did you want to check up?
What do you mean by check up?
Like roof
Up the
access?
fire escape?
Like somebody could escape on the roof and then across.
Oh, yeah, someone could jump roofs. Is that possible? Like, are the roofs close enough, the buildings?
Yeah, the buildings are pretty close. If it has roof access.
Yeah, I would like to take a look up, but not actually go up the fire escape in, just, passive observance. Does that seem possible? Someone could go to the roof from the fire escape.
You
So
back
we
up,
probably
you
could.
squint your eyes, and you can see the corner of what looks like a roof access area.
All right.
Maybe it would be a good idea to get on the roof then, because we could theoretically cover all 4 exits from there. Though it might be a bit of a run.
That would spread us really thin, though. Keep in mind.
Well, if we have one with Logan on the front, and then I can have my car in the back, and that will kind of get the back and fire exit, and then who's ever best on the roof can go up there. And like, I think we'll be able to group up pretty easily, except for if the guy on the roof needs more people, I think we would just like back off.
Well, I have really good gymnastic skills and superior walking skills, even compared to Sawyer, apparently. I may be best on the roof if we do go that way.
On the other hand, Sawyer is the one who's least likely to be noticed climbing up there.
That is
Yeah.
also true.
And I can also climb up the walls if that'll help. Though, don't you have some sort of glove for that, or were you only considering buying that?
No, I actually have the, what is it, the gecko tape gloves? Is climbing a separate skill, though?
The gymnastics.
It's gymnastics.
Okay, so that does fall under gymnastics. Okay, that's good. I do have gecko tape gloves with pretty decent gymnastic skills.
Okay. The other thing is that if he's on the roof, he might attack us.
Right. I think if we see him on the roof, who's ever up there just comes down.
What time is it, though? Do vampires incinerate
Sometime
in
in the afternoon.
Do vampires incinerate in sunlight in this universe?
I think yes, but neither of us would know for certain.
Got any relevant knowledge?
Let me see.
Ah, shoot. I didn't take the vampire's knowledge skill.
Underworld is the closest I have.
Underworld at -6.
Oh boy! Let's see what this comes out to. I rolled a 0.
You literally have no dice.
Precisely.
I can try rolling that. Or Shadow Community, if that's better for some reason.
Shadow Community would probably be
Shadow
better.
Community would be better. You do that in a -4.
Okay, that's 5 dice. Let's see. 1.
Vampires don't like the sun.
Oh man.
Well, I'll relay that information.
What's the weather like right now? Cloudy? Sunny?
It's
I
clear.
kind of
Yeah,
would
good.
guess that in this universe they have something to let vampires go out in the day.
Parasols?
Uh,
Like, even in Shadowrun, vampires aren't exactly prized subgroup or anything. People don't like
Yeah.
HMHVV victims.
That moment when you realize you should have made an umbrella-carrying vampire for your character in Shadowrun.
Like, there is actually rules for being a vampire and using a parasol or a cloak.
That's amazing. Shadowrun has everything.
You treat the allergy as being 1 stage lower.
So yeah, they don't exactly burn up, but it's gonna be painful for them.
They're going to be debuffed, basically.
Yeah.
So, nighttime is coming. He's going to have mobility, probably wants to go out to feed again. If this was a vampire and wasn't like some kind of blood spirit like you presumed before. So we have the fire escape, front and back.
And
Was
you
it
do have
impossible?
the analyzed saliva sample.
Yeah, can Logan cross-reference that with maybe
Last time you had to cross-reference the DNA sample, you had to contact the contact of a contact.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah.
To do that.
And I doubt they ask you for a saliva sample for getting up with an apartment lease.
But it would help.
Well, it would be on the sin.
Oh,
So if you could, like, sin check each people, then you would eventually find the person.
But yeah, I want to check out the security camera just to make sure that the suspect has actually gone inside and not left afterwards. Or if they have left in the previous nights, come back later.
yeah. Good idea to scope out the apartment security cameras while we just kind of lay low outside, just milling about, try to act as casual as possible, spread out.
And or hiding.
Right, like I would use my, I guess, previous sneaking roll and just keep doing that, staying out of sight.
And depending on how doors work in the apartments, maybe I can even figure out which apartment the vampire lives in, just by checking out who entered when, you know.
And also
Yeah.
keep an eye on the roof just in case somebody is running around there.
So are you going to try to find the cameras? Like the archived footage?
As usual. And
For what
later,
time?
Again, just like how long did it take us to get here? Like just from the diner.
Half an hour.
Yeah, so around a quarter hour to 3/4 hours in that range after the thing happened. So yeah, in the evening.
Well, remember, it's also a vampire, so it's probably not going to be mobile outdoors during
Yeah. Also,
light
also
time.
the previous night because it might have left them. So that's another few hours.
Or at least we're assuming it's a vampire. I should correct myself.
I mean, it's some sort of blood-sucking critter. With a
Right.
cloak.
Can you like send footage to us and have us help
Yeah.
you?
You have an image link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
we should
Alright,
all...
I'm going to just assume that you get the footage.
It's another
Right.
host or something, right?
This
I was
isn't
just,
a very good place. It'd be like rating 2, less secure than the diner.
Wow. And that guy got killed in that diner, so you can only imagine what's going on here.
We finally find the vampire and he gets killed.
Somebody just walks over and stabs him
Yeah.
while you're talking.
Hey guys, I think we found the... Oh, what's going on here?
Alright,
Oh,
so I
okay.
want everybody to give me a perception roll.
All right. Can I use my hearing?
Yeah, what's
No.
visualization? Is it visual?
Okay.
Visual.
5.
Wow, I got 5 too.
Hey.
Hey, a bus toy.
That one.
Maximum perception.
Wow.
Alright, so you all in unison, other than a bus toy, notice that... what time were you looking at?
I'm guessing sometime in the afternoon, like we've spent.
Like before or after?
Oh, after what? After
the crime.
murder. After
Okay.
the murder.
You notice that about half an hour after the murder, somebody comes from off camera with a cigarette, puts the cigarette out, and then walks in the roof access.
The plot thickens.
You also
Walks
see
in.
several people just walking in and out the front door, and one person sneaking in the back.
Spooky.
Let's cross-reference all their faces with the shot from the camera from earlier. We can do that, right? We all remember what the guy looks like, right?
You got like one frame of a blurry picture of a bony cheek.
Oh god, I was the killer.
We're looking for someone who has high cheekbones, guys.
The bony cheek killer. And then goes the title, Heavy Cheeks.
So, 30 minutes
Immediately
after...
you can like remove half of the candidates.
Alright, that's fair. That's a starting point. How many
That
are
half
left?
isn't dudes.
Oh, so all the women.
Yeah, so... well, I mean, it's fair enough.
I guess
mean,
we're not eliminating the guy on the roof then.
Yeah, that I had a question about that. So that was 30 minutes after the murder. Someone walked in on the roof access and went inside the apartment building smoking a
Yeah,
cigarette.
they were on the
Yeah.
roof smoking a cigarette and they walked in.
Yeah, they might have just been up there to smoke, yeah.
Oh, because my thought was like maybe they jumped roofs to get there and
Like,
just-
I can scroll back maybe a bit earlier to check that this guy actually did go out just to smoke a cigarette, not
Yeah, like-
instead of...
yeah, like
yeah.
did he actually use the roof access, or is he one of the guys? Did he come from another roof? Is what I'm saying.
Also, was that half an hour after the murder? Was that like around the morning time when the sun was coming out? Half an
No,
hour after.
It happened at night.
Okay.
Like, the murder was in an evening or something, so if anything, it would be later at night.
Okay.
So scrolling back the footage, you do see that guy about half an hour before the murder, exiting the roof access with a cigarette, lighting it, and then walking off camera.
The 1 hour
That's not
smoke.
enough. That's not enough to rule him out, to be honest. That could just be a cover.
But
And
didn't go out there before the murder? Sorry.
I mean, yeah, he did leave half an hour before the murder, and then came back in half an hour after the murder, which
Oh,
would,
okay.
so it's no alibi. We don't know anything about the killer's movements before the murder, so I didn't actually check out the camera before that time.
Can you see if it was the same cigarette?
Could go up and check. So if it's at a regular, like if it's a regular smoking spot, there would probably be multiple cigarettes. But if there's only one cigarette up there,
Yeah, because it just if it was the same cigarette, then he probably wasn't our guy. But if it was multiple cigarettes,
it's a cigarette for an entire hour.
I don't know. I don't smoke. Don't ask me.
So yeah, we can't rule out this guy then.
Right, right.
But none of these people were carrying anything that could have contained a scythe, right?
Yeah, site's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, so either the person. So yeah, what way did the blood trail lead into? The front door or?
Which did it lead into?
You couldn't really tell. The blood trail was more spread out by that point. It led to this building, but you couldn't really figure out where they went from there. It just
Okay.
ends.
We could check the cigarettes on the roof for D.
Yeah, we could
now
compare. We could compare spits, the saliva.
Now that's an interesting angle. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but it is a very interesting angle.
Other things we could check if either the culprit climbed in through a window of something, or they hid the scythe somewhere nearby. Or it was some sort of collapsible thing, but I don't think that was the case. So I guess somebody grabs the drone, somebody else climbs up and grabs a cigarette sample or something. Somebody else checks the nearby dumpsters.
Alright, I can check the dumpsters if you want to climb the building, Jasper.
Did he actually discard the cigarette on video, Logan?
Did he?
Not on that camera.
Hmm. Okay, so this is an apartment complex, right? This isn't like a hotel.
No.
My question
This is in apartment complex.
I'm wondering how much does it cost to get a place here? Just so I can have some cover, you know, like for a reason for being around. Because that would be a lot less suspicious if I was just going around and I actually, you know, could hang out here. It'd give me an alibi, at least, is what I'm saying.
Your girlfriend's cheating on you, and you're trying to catch a guy who's cheating.
You could just go in the door and ask.
Unless that information is something that Logan would have found out, would he?
Or you
I'll
could
probably-
just go in and say you're checking out the place. You're thinking of getting a room here.
I mean, they already yelled at us for loitering, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be loitering, though, if you actually want a room here.
Alright, since I have the charisma face skill set, I think I would like to go do that undercover thing. Make use of that while maybe slowly making my way towards the roof. How tall is this apartment complex?
"11 floors."
Oh,
Jeez.
well, I hope they have an elevator.
Well, I'm not too worried about
Of course they
the-
don't.
No, I'm not worried about the time that it would take to get, you know, up a floor so much as how many floors there are. And especially looking around from inside, I would be cut off from anything I could see outside. So yeah, and we didn't see any cigarettes discarded on the roof from that camera, so we don't have...
Oh.
Hmm?
He can't sense, but I bet Sawyer can actually use astral perception to figure out if there's some things, maybe if there's a strong aura inside the building.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You see a number of auras in the building. On all of the people in the building.
Is there any
Wait.
that stands out?
Not without ass sensing.
Damn it.
Darn.
Alright, investigate part in it, come back tomorrow.
Oh. Wait, what? Yeah, I think since Jasper's the best suited to this, I'll aim to go inside. Maybe ask if I can get a place there, how much that costs. You know, maybe check out the place just to get an idea. You know, if I actually want to stay there, you know, this being my alibi for getting a look around and maybe pulling some perception on the place just to see what I can see if there is anything. I mean, hey, the guy with the scythe could be hanging out in the lobby for all we know. Unless there's any other better ideas.
Sounds good to me.
So who's covering what exits, just if anyone is, so we know what's going on?
I'll cover the back exit, I think.
So I'm just gonna cover the front exit.
And Logan, you're kind of half pass out in Jasper's car, is that right?
I mean, I'm not actually doing anything in the Matrix, so I can just look out.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the fire escape, I guess.
Somebody would still have to look. Should probably still dig around for that scythe.
Yeah, that's going to be my goal. Since we don't have any eyes inside the building, I'm just going to go inside. And since I'm the fastest, if anything happens...
We checked the cameras and nobody went in with a scythe, so somebody they should have
Just
left it
imagining,
outside.
like, hey, Blastoise, thanks for showing up. You think you can search through all the dumpsters for us?
Hey, he's small. He can dig through that.
Just jump right in there. You're small.
See, yeah, that's the thing. We didn't notice anyone with a scythe going in or out, right? So maybe it was discarded. But a scythe is... You'd think a scythe would be something someone would keep around, right? It seems like a signature kind of weapon, right?
I mean, did we notice this? The guy had the scythe before he pulled it out in the... Like in that footage?
What are the odds that you think he left it on the roof? I mean, it might be in a dumpster too, but...
I think he has a way of concealing it.
Yeah, like Logan said earlier, it could be collapsible. I mean, I'm willing to go inside. I have the highest charisma social skill set, and I could probably negotiate my way through anything without getting into combat. Thankfully.
Yeah, I have confidence in Jasper being able to go inside and figure some stuff out.
And like I said... Go ahead.
Which is why I'm not too worried about anything else.
Yeah, and I do have ridiculous
Oh
feet,
yeah,
so
it's
something...
Chumma, collapsible scythe.
Oh, nice, there's an actual thing.
Availability 16R, so...
Yeah, and this guy is a vampire. He's probably not stupid enough to just carry around a scythe like, hey, look at me. Look at me, I have a
And
scythe.
I'm guessing the footage that we were of the apartment building is too low quality to actually look for anything hidden.
Probably. Yeah, he's probably not hanging around with a scythe just out in the open. I mean, you gotta give him that much credit.
What's concealability? +4. Oh, actually, decent shit. If it wasn't in a recording.
It being a recording would give you like -2. On top of not being able to like physically feel for it.
They're probably easily hidden underneath a trench coat or something, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, was anyone else wearing the same clothes as the vampire? He might have just taken them off. Probably did, but...
Nobody in the footage was wearing a cloak.
Okay.
Again, something that you can probably just collapse, fold up, or whatever.
Right, it's not like an immutable thing. It's not like his facial identity or anything. You can change clothes. Alright, so unless anyone has any other ideas, I'll just do some footwork inside the place. While you guys keep an eye on the exits and keep an eye out for our whatever we managed to get a lock on with that one frame from a side view, I guess.
Alright, so you're walking in?
Yep, gonna look for a receptionist or whatever the equivalent would be.
So the first thing that you notice is that this place is a dump. The second
Alright.
thing that you notice is that this place is actually pretty clean for being a dump.
Interesting.
It's on the better side of dumps.
Sounds like a go-to place for you call it again, safe houses and stuff.
Kind of wonder if they're using like C4 or C squared, I mean, on the floor all the time. Because of the random murders that probably happen here.
And you see the guy who yelled at you behind the desk. He's reading a magazine.
Cool. I approach him and ask him, how much is it for a place here? Do you have any vacancies?
Ah, you're a customer.
Yeah, just trying to get an idea of,
Welcome to my apartment building.
Well, thank you very much.
We have a number of vacancies. Which floor would you like?
Oh, I'm not too picky.
He's still just smiling at you, leaning in slowly closer, waiting for you to say something.
You mean Jasper saying I'm not too picky was not enough in an answer?
No, not for him.
What floors are available?
Most of them. Do you want a lower floor? Higher floor? Somewhere in the middle?
This is a very
Assuming I hear it, I'm gonna send it to an arrow to him saying, let's go with higher.
Yeah, I was thinking higher too. I kind of like a higher. Yeah, let's go with higher.
Alright. We've got a vacancy on the top floor if you'd like it.
Sounds interesting. Do you mind me taking a look? Like, how much is it?
Well, it's 2,000 new yen per month. You pay 2 months up front, plus a 1,000 new yen security deposit.
Oh, worst case scenario, we've got a new safe house.
For 2 months.
For varying definitions of safe.
Yeah, do you mind if I have a look at it? Take a look around inside and...
Absolutely. He gets up, motions for you to follow him, and he just drops the magazine on the floor.
So Jasper follows. And while he's following, he's probably going to pay more attention to what's going on around him than what this guy is saying. Just,
Yeah, he's
take
giving you a
advantage.
big speech about how great this place is and affordable.
Yeah, Jasper's just nodding politely and saying, yeah, very politely while scoping out the place as much as possible. Can I roll perception on that?
Yep.
Testing, testing.
Test successful.
Okay, because you all suddenly went quiet.
We sure did. So as you're walking around, you notice that the place is actually pretty well maintained, considering. Like, the doors only creak a little bit. Most of them are actually on right, even facing the right direction.
Does this guy even... Does he remotely resemble the vampire?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't have the cheekbones.
He doesn't have the right build.
Ah, okay. Okay. Makes
He's
sense.
too short. And a bit too wide. You notice that nobody seems to be coming or going at this moment.
I'm
And eventually
starting...
you get to the top floor,
Yeah.
where you are shown to the room. The stairs do go up another level. And he mentions the roof access.
I'm... You know, I'm starting to get the idea this apartment complex is entirely full of vampires. Just a thought. I don't say this out loud. Just so we're clear. Okay, so he specifically mentions the roof access? What does he say about it in particular? Just that it's...
You've got roof access if that's something that you're interested in.
Ask him if it's in
Yeah.
his view.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
I'd
pleasant
like
view.
Yeah, I'd like to, can we have a look at the view?
Oh, certainly. Turns back around, goes back to the stairs, and brings you up to the roof.
Do I see anything out of place on the roof? Anything at all? Discarded
So-
cigarettes,
Up on the roof, you see that there is a small bench just off the camera. There's a camera just next to the door that shows like anybody coming in or out, but doesn't actually see anything more than that. Like just to the side, there's a bench with an ashtray at the end. There's also a ventilation unit. A little fence. Like a chain link fence. Just on one side.
Alright, so chain link fence on one side, vent unit bench with an ashtray.
There's a makeshift basketball hoop on the fence wall.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna...
Entertainment center.
What was that, Logan?
The apartment complex is an entertainment center.
Yes. Alright, well, I'm not gonna go digging in an ashtray while he's watching me, obviously. So, Jasper's gonna ask him, can I see inside the room?
He nods. He looks slightly frustrated as you're walking back down the stairs to the room that he was walking you to.
I
The room
compliment
is
you.
pretty small. Just got basic necessities.
Looks clean, though, I take it.
Clean for the standards of this lifestyle.
Is it low lifestyle?
Yeah, this would be a low lifestyle.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Is there a bed or a coffin?
Asking the important questions, that actually is,
There is most of a bed.
How much of a coffin?
Alright, You know, this looks like exactly what I'm looking for. Let's, do you want me to sign some paperwork or anything?
Just need to see your sin.
All right, and okay, so it was 5,000 in total. Is that right?
Yes.
Logan, could you like bum me, 600 new yen?
No, I can't. I have a decent amount still.
I am 4,470 new yen in total.
Being spent. I'll just give you 1,000.
Okay. Thank you, Bustoy.
And you're going to give him your sin?
I'm going to give him the fake sin that I have.
Alright, what's the rating?
It is... Where is it? Rating 4.
Alright, and what's the name on the sin?
Herman Schmidt.
Alright, he's gonna put that through a sin check.
Pretty cool check there.
Yep. He would have needed to get all successes in order to get that with a rating 2 checker. Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Schmidt. Welcome to your new apartment.
Cool. And I'm set for 2 months.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah, whatever. He slouches over again, walks off.
All right.
What's the guest policy in this building?
Probably
You
is
didn't
no-
ask.
All right, so I'm going to relay the events that just happened to the rest of the team, that we got a place here, if need be. It's like a third safe house as opposed to Jasper's place. What is this place called so I can note it down?
I don't know.
The I Don't Know apartment complex. Centered in Mute City.
Oh, there we go. It's Cheeky Elm.
Located on Elm Street.
Maybe.
Hang on, I'm just gonna BRB.
Okay.
It's actually on Oak Street.
Is it
So
the street or is it the road?
So you got the apartment. What next?
Well, now I have an alibi for just snooping around as much as I please. So I relate all the events that just happened, in summary format to the rest of the team over the link while examining my half-dead thing.
It is most of a bed.
And, yeah. So I'm gonna go back up to the roof and just take a look at that ashtray.
Alright.
Are there any discarded... Well, there's probably a ton of them in
Yeah,
there.
there are cigarettes in there.
Can we... No, see, because we didn't get him discarding it on camera, so we don't even know if he discarded it here.
You saw him putting the cigarette out as he was entering the building.
Right. Wait, in this ashtray?
No.
Okay, right. That's what I thought.
He
Yeah,
went
so I'm
out
just...
of his way to not use this ashtray.
Interesting. Now that's even more interesting, actually. There's a place for you to discard your cigarette, but he did not use it. He chose not to use it. I
So
will
either
relay
the
that.
cigarette he took with him was the same one, which is suspicious, or he disposed it somewhere else, which is either suspicious or very rude and unhygienic.
Relaying that to Logan.
I say what I just said.
Cool. So, he specifically did not discard it here. There weren't any cigarette butts just like laying around on the inside of the door, right?
No.
Right. So if that is our guy and he came in through the roof access, he probably has a higher... he's probably on one of the higher levels. I'd like to just take a stroll and see if I can hear anything. Like, listen in. Not like putting my ear up to a door or anything, but just using my
There's 11
elven...
floors.
Yeah, but I mean, just like on an upper floor, just take a stroll down through and just see if I can listen into anything.
You're going to spy on random people?
I think he's just like walking down the halls.
Yeah, like walking down the hall, seeing if I can listen in on anything passively.
Yeah,
Because I
you're
don't have
passively spying on random people.
inconspicuously.
Go
But
ahead and
yes.
give me a perception. Nothing out of the ordinary for a cheap apartment building in the middle of the day.
Alright, so I'll tell the team I'm kind of coming up at a loss here, other than the thing that we noticed before about him specifically not discarding the butt, which is an interesting point. But we do have a place here, at least, that we can have some kind of alibi for snooping around if need be. Maybe that original plan with the Bustoy going around knocking on every single door asking if you want an autograph might have worked out better.
There's only 11 floors to go through.
Heck yeah.
$16 doors per floor.
Wow. This place is pretty big. Yeah, so we can't just go randomly knocking on doors. You can't... I mean, there's just too many. I wonder if I could perhaps interrogate this guy. Maybe tell him I'm looking for a friend or something to that effect. Just because I haven't heard from anyone else in a while, does anyone else have any thoughts?
I'm trying to think of something, but I don't have anything.
Yeah, it is kind of a looking for a needle in a haystack situation almost, it seems like.
The only thing I was thinking was maybe we could wait for him to come to us. If we are certain he's the guy who was on the roof, maybe he'll try to leave that way.
Yeah, we could just... I mean, if we can't do anything more now, we could just go sort of stakeout mode.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to figure out the guest policy, though. Like, specifically.
Just easier to ask for forgiveness.
Easier to ask for what?
Forgiveness than to ask permission.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right. And it's not like I'm, emotionally invested in this place, but...
You've built up so many happy memories here. It's a true home.
Yeah, that one time I saw that cigarette butt, the great speech he gave me about... What was this place called again?
Cheeky Elm.
Cheeky Elm.
Cheeky Elms, that's right. So at this point, I could either directly interrogate him or wait for a stakeout kind of thing where you can do.
Might as well try to do the interrogation. I mean, it's not like we're losing anything for trying, I don't think.
No, I mean, I already got a place here. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Evict you.
I'll evict him. Just like
You
I
could,
did with that last guy.
Set off the fire alarm.
Wait, what? No, that's an idea.
I mean, that would be an easy way to see if that guy lives.
So 11 floors, 16 doors per floor. You're talking like 180 odd people just rushing out at once if they're all here. Well, I guess there are vacancies, but... Plus, I mean, they probably look into who pulled the fire alarm.
167 apartments.
Yeah. Not all of which are probably vacant or occupied, I mean.
I mean,
So-
if we're waiting around till the end of the day anyway, we might as well have a Bustoy go around and knock on the doors because we're already spending the time.
I
Right.
mean,
Alright, Abustoy, go knock on 167 doors.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be in the first 20. You never know.
So the thing with pulling the fire alarm, if there's like 100 people in here, you're going to have to look at 100 people rushing past you and trying to identify one out of them from a single frame in video footage that we got that was blurry. So, I mean, if we had a better ID on the guy and if it was less people, it could work, I think. The knocking on the doors thing is really random. I don't think it would work, and who knows, it could blow up in her face and blow her cover, too.
Maybe walk around and deliver garlic samples to all the residents.
Oh.
So, what we need to do now is contact the bakery and get them to bake us a whole bunch of 167 loaves of garlic bread.
I don't like garlic bread.
Oh, you won't be going to the bakery then.
Oh no! I also have cheekbones. Like, massive ones. I am fairly certain that I am the killer.
Problem solved. We win the module.
It's like a whole red herring kind of thing where Fuse set this up beforehand and Logan's the killer.
And no, Logan, me as in the player.
Logan in real life is the killer.
Oh no!
The solution is to go to Weimar's house and arrest him.
Please don't, I've got work to do next week.
Oh no, it was actually Weimar. Weimar lives at this apartment building, and he didn't show up on any of the cameras because he's a vampire.
Wait, do vampires not show up on camera?
Well,
thought it
I
was
have
only
no
this
idea if
one
that's a thing in
evidently does.
Shadowrun.
I mean, we saw the vampire on the camera earlier, so canonically, I guess they have to at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
If they did, that would make it really easy to find them.
Here's an idea. We can't just go through 170 apartments. We can't randomly go through it. We have to either stake out or lure or make a bait trap. Like, maybe one of us could, I don't know, slit our wrist, non-mortal wound and just kind of pass out on the roof and see if a vampire comes by. I don't know.
Do vampires have a heightened sense of smell? Are they like sharks, where once there's blood in the water?
Yeah, maybe like I could be like playing around in my apartment and, oh no, I cut myself on this half bed thing and I have to walk outside and, I'm
Now
like,
you have tetanus because you've cut yourself in this apartment.
help, I'm retarded and I don't know how to bandage my arm and I'm just going to walk all down 11 floors and see what vampires come out.
To be honest, I don't think it'd be stupid enough to actually attack somebody within his own apartment house.
Right.
Unless
if
it
it
just
was-
can't help itself.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are vampires like, do they go into like vampire hungry rage mode? Do they get like munchies when they see blood in Shadowrun? Yeah, I'm thinking more. We're gonna probably have more success with either stakeout or a trap.
Yeah, I'm thinking the stakeout route might be the best option.
Okay.
BRB for 1 minute.
When is registration? The next.
The end of the week.
Okay.
You did it.
He finds a vampire?
You learned when registration is. But what's your next step?
guess-
Honestly, the only thing I could think is either send in that saliva sample to somewhere, or wait at all of the entrances and look for people with fangs or something. I have no ideas.
Yeah, I think stakeout is probably the best idea we have right now.
All right, I'm back. You mentioned the saliva sample.
Yeah, like that's basically one of the things we could do as a lead. Other than that, the best thing we could do is just wait around and look for people coming out that have fangs.
Right. So I wonder if that would work as a sort of quote-unquote win condition, because we have an apartment complex and we have the saliva sample. As far as we can tell, he's not, he doesn't think his cover's blown.
Yeah, just tell the Johnson, all right, we've got some DNA sample in the house. You do the rest. Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
work out.
that seems like the sort of fall back, we can't do much more kind of route. So we could either go further, maybe negotiate for something, or just let them handle it. What do you think?
I think we still need to go farther. I feel like we need to actually identify the person. And I mean, if they can do it from the saliva sample in the apartment, I mean, we should be able to as well.
Right, because they would run into the same issues that we would have unless they just came in here and locked the entire place down and, sent in SWAT or whatever.
They wouldn't have that much issue because they've got resources at hand and stuff.
Right.
Probably also some clout with the law enforcement.
We could certainly try it and see what they say, but I'm not expecting a favorable response.
Me neither.
All right. But we still...
Actually, let me see something. It's in high targets. Page 2. So, collapsible size does have wireless, so I could actually check for that. Yeah, that's something that I can do. So, the collapsible size probably, even if it's running silently, I can probably still find it. And
You
I'm
can
gonna do
actually,
that. Yeah.
scan an entire apartment complex for a collapsible site.
I mean, maybe not I mean, maybe.
That's really impressive.
It take a while, and I'd have to reset regularly to get rid of the Overwatch score, but I probably could find it, and I doubt it's going to be running silently, so I wouldn't even need to do any illegal actions.
And I guess collapsible sites aren't everywhere, so you're not likely to find a ton of false positives.
Yeah.
So
Unless this really is just a building stuffed with vampires.
yeah, I'm still kind of leery about that.
There's a collapsible scythe in every room.
The landlord actually serves them, has them included for free in the lease, so Jasper can just look under his half bed and find one as well.
Is there a scythe under my half bed, Fuse?
No.
Phew.
Good, we know Jasper's not the killer.
No, you were given a halberd?
Oh! Doesn't use tasers in combat.
So yeah, I'm gonna look around first. As I said, it's probably not gonna be running silent. The vampire doesn't seem like the tech-savvy kind of guy to me.
So you're gonna find, like, every device in the building?
Yeah,
Alright, so that's gonna take you some time.
I've got time.
How long?
But I'm gonna go from top
Like
to
an
bottom.
hour.
Okay, so not too bad. I have an idea, though. Like I mentioned this trap before. Maybe I could just go hang out on the bench, during sunset or something. Roughly around the time this guy supposedly left a couple nights ago. Maybe I could just sit on the bench and, I don't know, do my nails with my lapel dagger and accidentally prick my finger and see if the guy makes a response, if he comes up.
I don't think that you'd actually need to injure yourself. Like at that point, if he sees you, he either will react or not.
Yeah, I could just, cut my finger and then whoops, rub it off on my coat. Oh no.
If we're gonna do that, maybe we should have a bit more backup on the roof, though, because unless you're really confident you can one-on-one this guy.
He's got 10 agility, he'll be fine.
Super elven agility. I'll be fine. But the thing is, I think, was it Logan mentioned he probably wouldn't attack someone on his own turf? That's the only thing that would screw up our trap idea.
We could ambush him, I think, so that wouldn't be much of an issue.
We don't want to attack an innocent, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
We can't just go after this guy because, hey, we saw you smoking
I
a
mean,
cigarette.
that's why I'm looking for the size, so if he would be carrying one...
Oh, yeah, now if you could find him and identify him that way, that would be huge.
Alright, so 1 hour later, you have identified every wireless-enabled device in the building. A lot of comm links, a number of guns that's not really surprising,
No, not really.
no scythes.
Oh, wow.
Not even outside.
Nope.
Did you guys miss the trash can while you were tracking down the blood trail?
Honestly, I was not checking every trash can I walked by. I was just going after Sawyer.
Yeah, keeping track of the blood trail was hard enough as it was. I didn't need the distraction. I mean, if someone does want to follow it back...
A bus die. That's what we called him for, right?
Alright.
Hey, a Bustoy! Go search through all the dumpsters!
Man, it's just like you said before. What it's come down to. Then
I heard there were some rats that wanted your autograph.
Hey,
So
Bustoy, now that you've been, sitting there for 2 hours, you want to go search through the trash?
Thanks,
So-
Mr. Famous World-Class Racer.
so the news is going to put out a piece on a bus story. He's down on his down on his luck. They got photographs. They got photographs of him digging in dumpsters. Hasn't raced in 5 years.
Nobody.
He
in
has,
the
in fact,
apartment
not
building
raced
wanted
in
his
3
autograph.
months.
Yeah, oh man.
After his home was destroyed, he hasn't raced in 3 months. Now he's digging in
Yeah.
dumpsters.
He actually is homeless. You're right. Oh,
From
dear.
F-Zero to just a 0.
Oh my. So, those are my ideas. Like, either, I mean, stakeout plus trap, and I guess you could actually go back and look through some trash cans if you're crazy enough to go through a 30 minutes worth of walking back towards the diner to look. But then again, we're still doing the whole needle in a haystack thing.
Yeah.
You said the scythe could be running silent and that would prevent you from scanning it out. Is that true?
Oh no, Logan died.
Oh no.
Logan, no.
Yeah, I had to do something. Yes. Well, it wouldn't prevent me from finding it, but it would take me a lot more effort to actually find it. It could also be possible that it's actually turned off, in which case I wouldn't be able to find it at all.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. That blood trail led here. It's probably from the scythe, right? Like, any blood he would have had on his mouth, he probably just licked off, you know. I'm guessing it was from the scythe. So the scythe is probably in the vicinity. Does that sound right?
Maybe, but the blood trail was unclear exactly where it led to.
Other than this apartment complex, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can
Jeez.
just search the dumpsters. We still haven't done that yet.
Geez, just think. We're in the wrong apartment complex. It
You
was the
haven't
one to the next door.
actually searched the area, other than looking at the doors and finding an ashtray.
I think we should at least do our due diligence. There's no reason not to. It probably won't take that long compared to any of the other plans we have.
Right.
That's why I keep telling you guys to look through the trash.
So I want to get up on the roof and just maybe I can help orient them from above. You know, tell them like, here's a dumpster I see from over there or whatever. I mean, it's 11 stories tall, right? So I could be a eye in the sky for them. They all have.
Go ahead and give me perception.
Sure.
All of us or just Jasper?
Jasper.
That's my max success.
Alright. You actually hear something
Ooh.
making a light bumping noise in the vent.
You did mention that vent unit before.
I did mention that vent unit before, yes.
I'm going to go take a look at that because you mentioned it, and that means it's important.
Conservation of detail.
I even wrote it down. So, yeah, what's bumping along in this vent?
Huh. It looks like somebody stashed an entire scythe inside the vent,
Oh, gosh darn it!
along with a mask and a cloak.
Are you kidding me?
It was right there the whole time.
All right. So, can I look over my shoulder, make sure no one's sneaking up on me?
There's nobody.
Good. All right, so I'm gonna relay this to Logan that I found something really interesting in a vent up on the roof here.
Is it what
Well,
we've been looking for?
Say again, Logan.
been looking for?
Yes, it is most likely
Is it a double-decker cheeseburger? Because that's what I've been looking for.
you don't want a double decker cheeseburger that just came out of a vent unit.
Fair point.
So I'm looking right now. I'm looking at a mask, a cloak, and a scythe. That's in
Don't
the stash.
touch them unless you've got even if you've got gloves, because if
Yeah.
you move anything that could make
Right.
it suspicious. Then again, it's a unit that might have been blown away anyway.
Oh,
The good
trust
news
me,
is-
this thing is bumping around like nobody's business up here.
Yeah, well,
It's not
unless-
very loud. It's just like a light crinkling.
Yeah, so
Hey,
don't
super
touch
open
it then.
hearing. I hear super openly. What were you
Don't
saying?
touch it. That's proof. Well, we don't need to touch it or anything. Just leave it there, or our suspect is going to be suspicious
Oh.
if he finds his stuff moved.
Oh, definitely. I am not touching this thing at all because that will blow his cover, or blow our cover rather.
Right.
Were you saying something, Sawyer?
Yeah, the good news is if we're going to set an ambush, we know at least one point that he has to go to, because he's got to get his stuff from this vent if he wants to go and attack anyone else.
Absolutely. So what I'm thinking now, Sawyer's probably the best stealth person of us, and what if we can get him? What if we can get Sawyer up here with a camera? I have a micro camera. Sawyer could hang out, maybe in hiding, take a picture of the guy if he comes up and accesses the site and everything.
Why?
You can just stick the micro camera like on the wall, pointed in
Oh.
the direction of the vent.
Oh, those work like that. Okay.
Like, even in general, we won't need to, because we already have enough information to indicate that one guy. The only thing that we would need to find out is either a name or the exact apartments he lives in.
Preferably both.
Yeah.
Right.
The name we could just do by doing the whole DNA stuff again. Apartment itself.
We have
You
a
think you
survive
could?
already.
You think we could just bribe the landlord? Like we've got a recording of him. We could just show him a picture.
It's a blurry picture though, right?
No, I mean from coming in when he after from his smoke, quote unquote.
Oh. Yeah, we could. But I'm kind of out of money at this point. I already bought myself a
I'll just
low
lend you
lifestyle.
some. How much do you think? 1,000 grand?
Well, it's a low lifestyle kind of place.
2 grand? I don't know how much he would need to be bribed.
You actually have enough information now that you can put together a full timeline of the events.
Yes, yes, that we know. Just wanted to know who. We know when and where, how. We just want to know who.
But if we catch him, maybe there's a bonus.
Alright, I'm gonna go over the timeline for future reference as you know it. Guy left his apartment, went up to the roof, pulled out a cigarette, and lit it. Walked off camera. While he was off camera, he put the cigarette down somewhere, went over to the vent, opened it up, pulled out his supplies, closed the vent, and from there, without entering the view of any cameras, moved along the pathway over to the diner. Walked into the diner, moved the camera, stabbed the guy, took off his mask, bit the guy, cut the guy's head off, then put the mask back on, and left. At some point down there, like along the line, he must have wiped most of the blood off of his scythe. He walks back down the path, leaving a slight blood trail leading all the way back to his apartment, where he got back onto the roof, put his stuff away, picked his cigarette back up, put it out on camera, like against the wall, and then walked back to his apartment as if nothing had happened.
Sounds right.
All you need now is a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have enough to get him.
So we either just hand the DNA sample to the police or some contact, or we bribe the landlord, to tell us which apartment he lives in at which point Sawyer or somebody else could just sneak in and find some information about him. I don't know.
You've seen
Like-
the police, though, right?
Yes, but the guy who who did the DNA checks for us did his job.
That wasn't the police, though. Plus, this guy doesn't.
He was a guy at the police who just that you got through some contact.
Um,
But it's gonna be expensive, I bet. Like the last time it cost several thousand, I think. So
right.
just bribing the landlord seems cheap.
So you're saying snap a picture, a still image from the guy smoking the cigarette, and
Yeah.
show it to the landlord.
Common
Ask him
sense. You
Yeah.
could also just check the list of registered sins. Since
Oh, yeah,
everybody
I've-
who got an apartment here has to provide one.
Yeah, I've meant to do that like at the very beginning, but I forgot. Well then. Logan just collapses again as he goes through VR.
I'm gonna
This
roll
is gonna
to
take
see.
you like another hour.
Yeah.
I see Logan collapsing in my car, 11 stories down.
Is your car convertible or what?
It's a Hyundai Shinhyung. I don't know what it looks like.
Big glass roof.
Probably not.
And I don't think you could see me from out there. Oh well.
So an hour later, you manage to find a sin that has DNA records matching the ones that you have.
Hey,
Probably not even a fake one. Jeez. What a scrub.
This person
Thus-
is one Timothy Leon.
Does the photo
Two
match?
E's.
Timothy. Timothy.
Timothy.
Timothy. Do we have his apartment number?
Yep.
Maya, this is the vampire, not spooky scary skeleton.
Okay,
So this
okay,
is
okay,
the
okay,
part-
give me-
This is the part where we all ambush him, right? And get into a long, drawn-out combat session.
It's apartment
Why?
1113.
What apartment is Jasper in?
Yes, I would like to know this.
The same apartment!
Alright, what just happened?
Oh no!
It was Jasper!
No, no, you got it all wrong. No.
He
Okay,
moved
so
out!
what just happened?
Jasper lives in
There we go.
Killer's apartment.
Oh!
I rolled a die for the number of rooms in the apartment to choose at random which apartment he would be living in. And I happened to hit the same apartment that the killer was in. So it's
Okay,
apartment
Jasper,
10.
Okay, Jasper, either there was a killer hiding in your bed, or there was a bed hiding in your killer. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There was a scythe hidden under your mattress.
It wasn't a halberd all along.
That explains the stench
The
and the
landlord-
knives that I found in my pillow.
the landlord just doesn't keep track. He assigns same people to the same apartment.
Yeah,
You got a new
Jasper,
roommate.
Massacre, it's all the same to me.
Jasper, Timothy, well, whatever. Get along.
Yeah, do they pay the rent? It's okay. That red, I'll write it down as styling. Never mind.
So we got name, we got evidence, we got murder weapon, we got pretty much everything.
I guess contact the Johnson, I guess, and ask if they're satisfied with this information, or if we should actually get the guy.
I mean, if he's in there now and we all just stand outside his apartment door with tasers aimed at the door, like, we could do it.
Do you mention that the guy is a vampire in your report?
Seems kind of critical.
Yeah, that's critical information.
Yeah,
Well,
he'll
we-
offer an additional 20k for your other friend if you can apprehend him.
Hey, Sawyer.
Maybe we should get another 20k for a Bustoy for apprehending this guy.
Okay, but only if he digs through the trash.
We
You
don't
can
even
try
need
to
do it this
negotiate for, hey, surprise, we actually have another secret friend.
And then raocow comes in at the last moment. Hey, guys!
I'm here to accept our payment.
Say what, Peregrine? You've done this training too?
We've also got Captain Falcon on our side.
And Mayo. he's this guy that follows us around with a jukebox.
Guys, buy my mixtapes! You promised! You promised! I'll like shake the mixtapes around. It doesn't matter that no one uses these kind of cassettes anymore. He still wants them to buy his mixtapes. In fact, these are probably just painted pieces of wood with something rattling inside them. Probably a dead rattlesnake. But still, mixtapes!
Alright,
So, what's the plan?
he's offering 20k if we apprehend?
Yep.
20k extra.
So, I'm not thinking that we can use the sun to our advantage because he's not going to come out during that time. So we either go in now and raise a ruckus, or wait for him to come out on the roof and then ambush him there.
It is getting close to evening.
I think we have enough manpower to do it.
Yeah,
Sun's
I
getting
think
real
the roof
low.
might.
Yeah,
I think the
I'm
roof
thinking
might be our best bet because
Yeah.
there's probably going to be no one up there that we'll be disturbing. I mean, there's
Yeah,
not a
we
lot
don't-
of people in the department either,
Exactly.
Can
Well, there's
Logan,
probably going to be in the apartment, but yeah.
can Logan get a picture from his sin at all?
Yeah, I've been wondering about that.
Yeah, can we get a clear...
Yeah, there would be a picture.
Doesn't
We-
match
we need
what
that.
Yeah. I'm just going to paste it of all of your image links.
Okay, we got a positive ID.
It
on
does
this side.
match the person with the cigarette.
Does it match the blurry image at all?
You can't really
No.
tell.
Does he have bone cheeks?
No.
So the plan is we just kind of hang out on the roof in hiding and wait for him to go through the vent and then jump him there?
I mean, how would we do that?
I mean, some of
suppose
us could probably wait behind the roof access.
Yeah. So others could like sit on the staircase, maybe.
A Bustoy hides in the vent.
Surprise!
When he goes to get the scythe.
Birthday party! Happy birthday!
Wait, does the Bustoy have any fighting skills? Maybe we should get his car up here.
Yeah, he has an implanted gun. He has a gun in his arm.
Oh, cool.
I actually have two, and then another gun attached to my arm, I think.
Oh, you know what? You know what you never actually did?
A lot of things, I imagine.
Take that
What?
picture to have Kojiri look at it.
Oh. Well, I said I wanted to.
I mean, I did say that I'd let the drone do that while I was gone.
Yeah, you even brought up her stats and everything, I remember.
Yep.
Okay, so rough idea of a plan is that we all kind of hang out on the roof. Those of us who can hide, do so.
Thing is, none of us can do non-lethal damage except for Jasper. Maybe
Yeah.
Sawyer with some of his special arrows.
It probably would be best to bring him in alive, right?
And I can't incapacitate him, so that's not going to work either.
Well, you can't deal lethal damage, as far as I know.
You
I
can't incapacitate.
What about trank patches? Can you apply those mid-combat?
No, but I guess I could apply them to him after he's taken down.
And there's nothing stopping you from using them in combat.
Because I have a ton of trank patches, and I don't know, maybe we could all just like jump on him with trank patches. You know, just run up and slap him while
You'd have to
Jasper's
actually
shooting.
hit him.
Yeah, and he is superhuman vampire agility too, so.
Like, we should all just tackle him while you stun gun us all, or something. Guess we discuss all that while we actually go up the stairs.
If you're actually scaling the building, it might be a good idea to avoid the landlord. Like maybe go up another building's roof and.
Like, there's an escape.
Yeah, like a
stairs.
fire escape or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking that we just walk all beside you while you go up to the roof on the inside. Like,
Or
we all
that,
just
yeah.
go as a group.
Yeah, or that, yeah. Can Logan make a quick grocery store trip for some stun grenades? Can Logan even use grenades?
Depends on what they use. So, like, other demolition? Probably not. That's throwing, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I think it's throwing. Throwing with grenade specialization.
Throwing weapons, just 4 from agility.
I'm sure there's no way that that could possibly cause any issues.
Whoops, he throws the grenade right at Jasper and we all die.
We all go flying off the building. The end.
Maybe we could just intimidate him into standing down. Like, there would be 4 of us, and Jasper's good at intimidation.
I don't know, like maybe, but ultimately, do you know what they do to guys like him in prison?
Don't give him any blood to drink.
This is your Twilight or anything. Vampires are very much a discriminated minority, for good reason.
So it's probably going to be full force. So, what are Sawyer's
In that
descriptions?
case, we should we take away the size at least, so he isn't armed.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. I mean, there's no reason to leave it there, even. We could just move it, and, I don't know, whoever can use it can have it.
For all the people with proficiency in sides.
Yes, which is none of us.
I mean, we could sell it. I don't know how much it would sell for, but it's 16R, so probably
Just has
something.
10 agility, that means he has 9 dice pool in the size.
I'll take it. I'll become the new vampire person.
I'll become
You're
a
not-
new vampire.
You're not getting any less suspicious, Jasper.
Well, I mean, I already got his apartment, so why not?
It's your apartment.
Oh, actually, Logan, can you give me an edge roll?
Oh boy. I've lost the tab. That counts.
Okay, that is not a critical glitch. You don't get infected.
Infected by what?
HMH VV1.
Oh.
Cats. Just kidding.
So what are Sawyer's restrictions? What does the cat spirit thingy not want him to do?
Incapacitate.
Incapacitate or kill anyone, unless I make a willpower test at the start of the battle, which I'm very unlikely to make.
So you can only damage them, or...
Yeah, I can only damage or cause status effects or something. I mean,
Yeah,
the status effects
you
are...
have to. True. You have to play with the prey.
Status effects would work, right? Maybe you could debuff him, make him slow or something.
Yeah, stuff like shooting him in the ankle or the foot, whichever one's easier. That would
So-
definitely help, but he can still move. Like, he wouldn't be able to... You wouldn't completely prevent him from moving, but...
Okay, So I have taser, so I'm pretty much gonna have to take him down. Logan... What can Logan do?
Yeah, shooting him in the foot or something, can give him slowed.
I'm and I'm not good enough to actually do called shots.
Target... Sorry.
Like I'm looking, and what vampires get is like initiative die, movement rates, enhanced senses, improved attributes.
Yeah, but you don't know any of that in character.
Basically, I can give him slowed, which means that his walk and runway rates are both halved, and no sprint tests are allowed. So I can cut his movement rate in half, but
So, all we'd have to do is knock out all of his stun boxes. I think my taser does like 8 stun per hit. Presuming he's not wearing any armor.
and I can also shoot him like before, as long as it doesn't completely knock him out. I can help that along by shooting him with, say, a hammerhead arrow or something.
Yeah, like the shots you're going to do are going to bring his stun down, right? Because there's basic damage which splits into physical and stun, is that right?
I have some choices in what I do. I can do stun damage or physical damage with my arrows.
Yeah, so he would just knock out some stun boxes and then I would take up the rest of them, presumably.
Did you bring your fuzzy cuffs?
My what?
Your fuzzy cuffs? Your restraints?
I have my steel restraints. They're steel. They're fuzzy cuffs. What are you talking about? What kind of cop do you think I am?
You're not a cop.
That's right. Bless you. All right. I think I think that would work. We would just lay a trap on the roof after removing his scythe, and Sawyer would shoot stun at him, and assuming that would work with the cat spirit.
And then you finish him off with the taser, and Logan
Right.
and Abustoy are there in case things go south and we're going to die if we don't kill him, sort of thing.
Maybe one of them could be on the other side, like down on the staircases or something, with a gun aimed back up at the roof. That way you can't run down that way.
How would they get there, though, without him walking right by them on the way up?
Could hang out in Jasper's apartment.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Then we send out the signal like, hey, we've encountered him, and Jasper has a DNI, so that's a free action. Then Logan can step out of the apartment, aim his gun at the doorway, block that off, and then his only escape is from the roof.
All right.
How's this all sounding?
Would he really run that back that way anyway, though? Like, I feel like if he was going to escape, he'd do it from the roof anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot more ways to go from the roof, and he favors the roof.
Like slowing him, I think, is the main priority. Just so he can't
Definitely.
get away, so.
Yeah, so I'll take my shot before he's aware of us, hopefully, and then...
Like, he'll have his back turned when he goes to look for the size anyway.
Right, and
Then
that's
it
when
would-
we get him.
This seems reasonable. Have a roof.
Pretty cool roof.
There's the fire escape. That's what a fire escape looks like.
This puts the Mona Lisa to shame.
Sure does.
I'm assuming this one's the entrance to the
Yeah,
stairwell?
and it goes this way.
Okay.
And this is
Problem
where the
with-
vent opens.
The problem with vampires is, for those who aren't aware of it yet, if you get infected, you either turn or die.
Oh,
Like HMH3V strains 2 and 3, you can not turn and still be a carrier, but vampirism, you either get it or you die.
well, you just make sure we don't get bitten.
Still can't move my token.
I haven't finished putting all the tokens down yet.
Hey guys, Sawyer's huge.
The whole building's gonna collapse under my weight.
Don't you have reduced weight?
Not if I'm that big.
Sawyer.
So Sawyer takes the first shot, so the cat spirit doesn't get upset. And
Yeah, and so that I can hopefully wind him through slow him through my penalties.
right, debuffs are important for this guy. I see 2 red tokens. I see 3 red tokens.
That squarish one is vent, I guess.
The square's the axis, the rectangle's the vent, I think.
Okay. So let's hide somewhere here, I guess. Almost now, I don't know what I would do actually. I think I could just stay here, so if he tries to escape to here, I could block the path. Because in combat, I don't have actually any way to contribute.
So Bustoy's going to be the one preventing him from running back down the stairs if we're going to do that.
And you should all have control over your characters now.
I see 3 red tokens, though. I know which one I am, but what are the other 2 red?
Let me make it all players for you guys, so you can all see each other's
Oh.
names.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. I see a Bustoy now.
I can't see Logan's name, but he's easy to identify.
Yeah, I mean, he is the literal pancake man, so...
There. You should be able to see all the nameplates,
Cool.
except for one.
Oh, man. Is it Peregrine?
Zapman! A Buster should hide or something.
Does a Bustoy have sneaking?
Is a Bustoy here?
I don't see a circle lighting up.
A Bustoy exists, but he is not green.
While we're at it, might as well roll sneaking preemptively.
Sure.
Probably be a good idea.
I
5.
think I want to post edge that. Better.
That's only as good as Logan anyway, so I think we're only as good as our weakest link here, so I guess there's no reason to post edge of 3.
Is that how it works? I mean, I don't
Probably.
know.
Basically.
I don't... Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Alright. So, does anyone want a trank patch? If they get in close combat and just want to slap this guy?
Well, I can't do anything with it.
I have-
guess.
I have 4 of them and they're rating 7.
I'd only get 4 dice to do it. Except, let's see, I'm gonna change the Pytac bonus for weapons for weapon skills to whatever skill Jasper uses for his stun gun.
Pistol tasers.
Alright, yeah, pistols. You get +2 to pistols, or was it plus? Yeah, was it +1?
+1?
Yeah, I need to check.
Yeah, it is +1.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, basically no getting away from anything up here. Like, we can basically run across one side of the roof to the other, considering Kojiri isn't here.
Right.
Just gonna move a Buster there.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what's going on with the Bustoy.
President's computer exploded.
Right, well, it's evening. The door opens. It's coming out. Pulls out a cigarette, lights it.
All right. At this point, I guess I should step out and, before he notices me, try to shoot him in the thigh with a stick and shock arrow.
Right, hold on just a second.
Are we going into initiative?
Oh. Alright, go ahead and take your shot. And enter initiative.
All of us?
Yep.
Roll. And I suppose Jasper might want to use an edge just to get more initiative passes to shoot him with.
Oh, can I pre-edge initiative?
No, you can use an edge to get basically full.
Well, you can use an
Initiative dice.
edge to either get full initiative dice or to just go first.
Well, Sawyer's going first, so... Or at least that was
Yeah.
the plan.
An edge is surprised. That's his name, by the way.
That's an awesome name.
Sorry, it imported some of these wrong, so I gotta change it.
So, what do I need to do, Logan, if I want to use my edge in my initiative?
Basically, you tick off one edge and you get to roll for additional dice.
4d6, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds reasonable.
Which means you get to act twice, 2 or 3 more times. Plus, you can transfer 5 of your initiative to somebody else if you want. So, Sawyer or I could act twice if you need to.
Alright, I ticked off one edge and I rolled the 4d6.
And did Sawyer go for the roll?
Yes, I got 2 successes.
That's less than 3.
Why do you have -6 modifiers, though?
Because I was taking a called shot.
Oh,
was-
no, I meant the cat roll.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do that at all. I just kind of assumed that I won't make it.
Hey. Never give up. I use my leadership to help improve you.
1 success, that doesn't... Oh, wait, what does leadership do? Does
Well,
that give me...
I meant figuratively, but if there actually is a leadership bonus I can pull off, I want it.
No,
Oh.
it turns out you can't, because even though it's charisma plus willpower, it's not actually an composure roll.
Aw.
Okay, the other thing I need to roll is initiative.
Oh, you said you were aiming for the thigh?
Yeah.
Let me go find that.
Roll... Oh, wait, it was rolling. Oh. Well, I got the same result every time, so it doesn't really matter now, does it?
You said I could give 5 initiative to Sawyer? Would that help?
No.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it would have to be like over 20 if I understand how this works.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he'd have to have at least 16.
Yeah, 16 is my highest that I can roll, but I rolled the lowest, which was 11. So
Okay.
I would benefit from those 5, but
Jasper has a lot of go fast.
Initiative?
Logan, did you roll initiative? I don't see it here.
I did. I'm just not on the roll. I rolled
Oh.
a 6.
Okay. So giving 5 to you would benefit you and would not hurt me, is that right?
Well, it would hurt you potentially in that you have 5 less initiative to do things with, like defend or something.
yeah, if you
Uh,
want to take a reaction, it costs initiative.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like on multiples of 10 that you get different turns or something.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
rolling
it, but
soak.
But you also get to roll other stuff, to spend initiative on other stuff.
By the way,
Right, damage is not reduced to 0, or even below 3. So the effects go through.
nice.
Excellent.
Arrow slams into his thigh, deals 3 damage. He is slowed and winded.
So yeah, his walk and run rate are halved. He can't sprint, and he cannot perform complex actions for a number of combat turns equal to the original damage value of the attack.
Which, if I remember correctly, yeah, it was DV9 with 2 successes, so that's 11.
Okay, so basically for the rest
11
of the fight,
combat turns, no complex actions.
Nice.
That's really bad for a melee character. Let's get Overwatch score out of initiative. And why isn't Logan in initiative?
I've been asking.
And what happened with Jasper's initiative?
He edged it.
Right.
Is that what the 4d6 was for?
Right. I ticked off the edge and then did the 46.
That's a disgusting roll.
So,
An
Logan,
extra
you-
21.
oh wow.
So, Jasper,
Yes. After Sawyer takes a shot, I want to break out of hiding and just shoot this guy. So I'm thinking if Sawyer's over there, probably best for me to get at a different angle, cut off his potential routes for escape.
meanwhile, Abustoy starts cartwheeling along the edge of the roof.
Raiden, set and go. Go, Strong Bat, you can do that. Strong Bat, you just cartwheel over some of my buzzers. Sorry.
How many meters could I move without, spending a whole bunch of turns or initiative or however it works.
All
That
of your
depends.
movement
What's
in
your
one turn.
movement?
20 at walking.
20 at walking.
I
So
understand.
literally anywhere on the roof.
I understand everything now.
I'm glad.
So yeah, with Sawyer in that corner, me down here, Logan over there, we got like a triangle thing going on.
Like, if you had Pigasa, we could do a triangle attack on him.
We're gonna do a Chrono Trigger tech attack on him. And yeah, I just want to shoot him with my taser, take him down as quickly as possible.
Go for it.
Let's see. Did that work right?
Oh, by the way, since the first shot was fired before it even hit him, he is now covered in a glowing black cloak and has a skeleton face.
Well, that doesn't sound too pleasant.
Oh man, if you had a better accuracy, you had actually 6 hits. Shame.
Is accuracy part of the weapon?
Yeah, you kind of get bonuses with like special aim stuff,
Okay.
smart guns.
Right, and he still can't dodge. So that's 13 minus 5. He's gonna edge.
Can I edge against his edge?
Not really. You already hit your limit. And he resists exactly all of it.
Oh boy.
But he spent his edge at least, so
Yeah, but he could
Yes.
have a lot more.
So he hops up onto the vent, and he's gonna jump for the next roof over.
Is he?
Huh.
That's gonna hurt.
at half
Especially-
speed.
Yeah, like half
Yes.
speed and all that.
Make a gymnast. Oh wow! Okay. Yeah, he's whoosh.
Do we need a new roof?
You can do it. You've got 10 agility.
Yeah, I can do it, but what about you guys?
I can make it for sure. I've got like a million gymnastics and
And as I said, I'm basically useless anyway. I could
Man,
later
his movement is
suppress it, I
weird.
guess.
Is he one of those relativistic vampires?
He's like vampires get like 1 extra movement per agility.
Per agility, not total.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
Wow.
So he's got 10 meters of movement. So yeah, that's about where he would be. Walking. Logan.
I move to around here with my walking speed, and I lay down suppressive fire on him. How does that work again?
You hop on the top of my car and we do a donut.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Suppressive fire. Make a normal attack roll, record attacker's hits, and just do suppressive fire. Alright, I can do that.
And it costs like 20 rounds, I think.
Rounds are cheap. Is it burst fire? I forget what I can. It's burst fire. So that means he gets -3 to all of his attacks or something. Or -3 to all of his dice.
And he is going to hit the dirt.
Cool, so he's prone.
Got a free action you want to use?
Not that I can think of, other than maybe... No.
Sawyer?
I want to jump across to keep following him effectively. So if I'm jumping, I think I have to make a gymnastics test, but I get 2 extra for my light body, so I'm just gonna roll 13. 3 successes. Wow. How far does that get me even?
You still have post edge.
Yeah, I'll post edge it. Not falling from an 11-story skyscraper.
No, please. We've had enough hospital visits.
I don't actually know what it would be. I didn't have to care because he got 6 hits. On 11 dice.
Only one more. That's 23 dice, and I got 4.
Ow.
I think it's like a meter per hit. This is just like a 3-meter gap. Apparently.
Okay. Point.
Depending on where you measure from.
Well, less than 4 meters on by any account.
I'm assuming that consumed a simpler, complex action.
Oh no, a Bustoy is
I
cartwheeling
can't
in front
actually
of us.
find what kind of action it would be.
Probably just counts as part of his movement, maybe?
I'm gonna say that it's simple because otherwise Edge would have been cheating.
Okay. So, in that case, I'm going to take the next action to load my bow with another static shaft stick and shock arrow.
Alright, you did it.
Beat the game.
Jasper.
Yo. Okay, so I saw what he did, and I know I can do even better than that. So that's what I want to do. I want to come up on the right side while Sawyer's on the left. You know, making sure to avoid Logan's suppressive fire. And I'm just gonna, come up on the side and jump across the building.
Fortunately
So-
for Sawyer, Logan doesn't have... Oh no, a bus toy!
Oh no, a Bustoy!
Stop cartwheeling around that edge!
A bus toy is just cartwheeling through the suppressive fire, not getting hit.
Running in the 90s or whatever, yeah, that'd be. Running in the 90s while the gunfire is in some other.
Yes, I wanna
I'm
know.
sorry.
Yes, I wanna
Yeah.
see.
I don't even need to
What
sprint.
it would be like to not get hit by suppressive fire. I'm sorry.
So talking is a free action, right?
Yes.
Will I have a free action after I jump across onto this vent and through the air and all that?
Yep.
Okay. So here's how this is going to go. I need to make a gymnastics roll, right?
How much move have you moved so far?
Uh,
It's like 3.
13.5 looks like 13.
And you've moved 14. If you don't cut the corner.
Oh yeah, right. I did not phase through the axis. So does that mean I only have 6 movement left for walking?
Yeah. So free action to run. So then you wouldn't have a free action. Unless you used a standard action for a free action.
So if I had 6 movement left for walking, that would translate into 12 meters for running. And the free action would
No,
be
you
spent.
still have your full run.
Oh, so I would have 40 meters if I broke into a run?
Like, you would have... Like, running is just double your walking.
So how much distance can I cover then? Presuming
Like, in
I
total,
can.
it would be the full 40.
So if I understand you right, I can only walk 6 more meters, but if I broke into a run, I can do the full 40?
Minus the 14.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you could do 26.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to break into a run in order to get across and catch him on the side in time. Okay. So that means I can't talk if I jump across.
Well, unless he uses standard action.
You know, I wish I could have talked, because Jasper would have said something like, "The soul still burns." Just because Peregrine's not here.
So 17 meters left. Give me that jump. That's enough.
Fortunately, the button didn't not button. The jump did jump.
Oh man, I hate it when the button doesn't button.
Seven successes if we ignore the limit.
So that's...
So we've got 13 meters to go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come up on the opposite side of Sawyer so we can kind of cover his potential escape routes. And if I have enough actions left, I would like to take a shot at him again.
Do it.
Man, you're rolling pretty well. If I never...
One net hit. Oh wait,
Isn't he prone?
yeah, he's prone, so you have -2 to hit him.
I mean, even at worst, it's still before successes anyway.
True. So one net hit. He's edging again.
He's not even a player. He shouldn't be allowed to do that.
To be fair, he is at a 3 against 1 here, so
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like he felt that one.
Excellent.
Also, I'm pretty sure you just ran into Logan's line of fire.
It wasn't drawn.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where my line of fire is.
Like, that's not what Jasper would have done. It's...
It'd have to be 10 meters. Yeah, like that's like the whole length of the building practically.
Well, fine. I mean, a bullet is a bullet. We can fix that.
I would probably, kind of. So, do I roll for hits or?
No, you already did.
Yeah, 3
It's
hits.
dodged
So
with intuition.
no reaction.
Just intuition.
Boy.
I have to roll to dodge that? You say with intuition?
Yes.
Okay.
Surprise us.
I don't think I've ever rolled a stat before.
It's just to die next to the stat.
Alright, what were the hits?
3.
You could edge that.
Is this something I'm gonna have to roll for every round?
Nah, I think I'm gonna stop now that you guys are in the area.
I'm still behind the entranceway, so I'm not in danger, but
So if I post edge, I just roll a 3d6, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Or what is your edge?
I have 4 max and I spent 1 already.
So then you can just spend an edge to push the limit after the fact and roll 4 dice.
Well, he got 2 successes with 2 nat 6s, so that would be 6 dice.
No,
Oh, because he's already done that. Yeah, right.
only the dice rolled after explode.
Shame.
So, ticking off an edge and rolling what now?
You roll edge,
Oh,
and 6s explode.
Two more. Well,
Right, so you
what do
made it already, so it doesn't matter. But if you want to roll 2 more,
just see
What will
how
that get me?
epically you dodge.
yeah.
with the typical elven gracefulness.
Alright,
He
5
is
successes
one.
on intuition.
Very intuitive.
Jasper is the one.
So you bob and weave, dodge all the bullets while not even looking at Logan. You just know where they're going to be coming from.
So I take it it's his turn now.
Yep.
Cool.
Now, hold on while I look up something that I didn't know if I would ever have to actually look up.
What are the Shadowrun rules for rolling around prone as a vampire while being shot at by all three sides?
Free action.
Can I use the fact that I'm dodging around bullets from my own team to intimidate him?
Alright, so thick fog starts to come out of the vampire. So it is now difficult to see them.
Does low light vision counter that?
No.
Darn.
Low light vision does not allow you to see through smoke.
It has tomographic vision. Dang.
This is considered moderate fog/smoke.
Nothing from vision magnification or flare compensation, I assume.
Nope. That's -3 to any ranged attack.
Okay.
I'm assuming you can't counter that just by point blanking him with the taser.
Well, I guess you could. It wouldn't
I
be.
have trank patches. I'm also dodging all the bullets.
He also moves another 7 meters.
While
He's
prone?
off the map. Yeah, he is prone, isn't he?
While prone.
He rolls.
Where is this
No.
smoke? Like, is there a...
There's literally nothing that he can do.
He's rolling
He's a
out of the
melee
smoke.
character who can't perform complex actions. And is now prone.
and slowed and, like, everything's...
Some...
the
Okay,
next
sorry, there's been some
8
connection
rounds.
issues on my part.
Jasper
Like,
still
he
has 2
literally
turns to
can't
stun him.
attack.
What were you saying, Logan?
I'll just get up close and fire a single shot at him just to try to get a hit.
Alright, you're at -5.
Good enough for me.
So you can't do anything, but he sure can make this annoying.
Yep.
Yikes.
I'm on pacing 0, is that right? Suppose so.
Alright, he dodges.
Doesn't he need initiative to do that?
No?
Oh well.
Well, he's not using the dodge move.
Fair enough. Waste him, guys.
Okay. I really doubt I could make a called shot through this fog. I'm not sure if I could. Will end up knocking him out if I just fire an arrow at him.
Well, you could get closer to him and just literally hold an arrow to his legs or something.
As far as we know, we only got one hit on him from my taser, so
It's close enough to end time, and the only thing that this is actually deciding is how much ammo you're spending. So, initiative's over.
we win the
Okay.
game.
That shot at the start just ended him.
Good job, Sawyer.
So,
Woot.
fun fact, if you didn't stop him from being able to use complex actions, he's a monoblade user.
Oh, not one of those.
Oh
again.
no.
You're a jerk.
That's the entire reason you chose this particular Malkron, didn't you?
No, I just looked through my list of characters that I don't get a chance to use. It's like, oh hey, yeah, Edge. The Super Edgelord. He could be fun. Let's make it a murder mystery.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I will have to go offline in about 5 to 7 minutes.
Well, hopefully we should be done within 5 to 7 minutes. You capture him.
Awesome.
Yes.
Lock them up and contact, what was their name? Rasmussen Industries.
Jen Eric Johnson.
Jen Eric Johnson of Rasmussen Industries.
I take a picture of our pup just as proof that we've got him and compile yet another folder for the Johnson so Jasper can give it to him.
We take like a group picture. We're all around them, smiling, holding up, peace signs.
Yeah, and then publish it in the same Instagram where you usually publish food.
A Bustoid's in the background doing cartwheels while we're taking the picture.
With a perfectly serious face, mind it.
He just, does a flip. He's, upside down in midair, behind you, giving up double peace signs as you take the picture.
Am I the only one doing actual work here, guys?
And as soon as he goes unconscious, the cloak and the skull face go away.
Okay, who goes unconscious? The vampire or a
The
buster?
vampire.
Yes.
Do I get the cloak and the skull mask?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Excellent.
And if you want to take those out, he doesn't need them anymore.
I'm taking all his stuff. I am going to become the 1113.
Fate did decide.
It is fate. Does he have a cred stick with 37 new yen on it like everyone else does?
Here, let me actually see how much new yen he has on him.
Yes.
1,305.
Sweet.
Our Buster can have it. Our Buster can have that.
Yeah, but
It's his share of the pay. We split the 67 between us. And
Oh yeah, you're
Actually,
totally right. A Busto did cover the security deposit.
a little question out of character. You said cred sticks can be of any shapes. Can a vampire have one
There are
of his teeth
USBs.
replaced with a cred? Oh, can a vampire have one of his teeth replaced with cred sticks? Basically, go bite a terminal and there you go, transaction complete.
Okay, we have to check all
Maybe.
his teeth. We have to check all his teeth for cred sticks.
You would have to get a partial cyber skull and then implant a cred stick cyber finger into the
Okay, that's-
skull.
Then it's not a vampire. That's like a Sardaukar from the Dune universe or something.
But you would then have a vampire with a money fang. So yeah, you get your 60k.
Elemental bling.
So that's 20k for Jasper, Logan, and Sawyer, right?
Should you choose to split it that way. That is the way it is presented.
Is there any reason why we wouldn't? Logan, Sawyer.
I mean, except a Bustoy if
Well, I mean, he got in the papers for digging around trash, being homeless, and then suddenly cartwheeling and stopping a vampire, so, you know, he's good. We give him all the fame.
Yeah, he can get cred stick.
Alright, karma.
I'm assuming a Bustoy gets the karma too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed up.
Character survived. Yep. All objectives. Yep. Highest opposing dice pool. Dude didn't get to actually do any of his stuff, so that was
I'm
just
guessing it
his-
was one of the firewalls.
Yeah, that would be like 9.
Oh, wow, that's one karma.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, 5 karma.
It'll feel good because you tried
I
to get
would
him
say
alive.
that this is a good feelings run. You stopped a vampire. So, 7 karma.
Yay.
You solved a
Oh.
murder and stopped a vampire. Didn't even kill the vampire.
Yep, definitely. That's definitely a beach episode, all right.
And this vampire is definitely not going to just be executed as soon as you send him over.
No, he'll
Yeah,
come back.
He'll just be put in a bikini.
There's actually a real chance that he could just escape. Because you never saw him use a monoblade. Well, anyway. That's it for the milk run.
Delicious,
things.
delicious milk.
I have a question. Are his cloak and mask and all that, the scythe, is that special at all?
The scythe is being handled as a polearm. The cloak is just a rating 1 cloak, like 100 new yen, and a custom ballistic mask for the mask.
Neat.
Well, see y'all next time.
See ya.
See you around.
Thank you.